subscribe, like the video, and, if possible, join Patreon. But if you don't have much money, you can support the channel by watching the novels on euroaudiobooks.com. Remember that you can participate in the polls so that your favorite novel gets published for free.
You Konoha Village ninjas died at the hands of Naruto-kun. You deserve it. Miss my business. At this time, in the stands of the Chūnin venue, Konoha Village's ninja, Uzumaki Naruto's contemporary, can't help but be terrified by what's on the screen. Killed. The 7th class in the world over there really killed a ninja from the same village. Even Haruno Sakura got involved. Yamanaka, Ino, little Sakura, Haruno Sakura was shaking, but she didn't know whether to be excited or frightened. It's unbelievable that she actually killed the ninjas of Konoha Village. Uchiha Sasuke said disapprovingly, "Even if I am in the other world, I am on Naruto's side because there is nothing wrong with what he said. If it weren't for their strength, they would definitely die." Naruto Uzumaki hearing the sound, the body trembled suddenly. He envied Uzumaki Naruto, who is unrestrained in that world. Whatever the other party wants to do as much as possible. Although the method is a bit despicable, but Uzumaki Naruto looked up to the sky. On the big screen, the trio from Squad 7 once again quickly took down a team of Konoha Village ninjas. But their faces were collectively filled with joy. It's like taking the cruel trip to the Death Forest as a game. Uzumaki Naruto hung his head sadly. He thought that with his personality over there, he would never have friends and companions. But he was wrong. The other party not only has Sasuke and Haruno Sakura, but they also obey him, and the degree of recognition is completely beyond what I can match. Not to mention the relationship with Nine Tails, the big fox that made him suffer, took care of him like a nanny over there. Hey, the self over there is still amazing. Whoosh. A few more crackling sounds. The thrown kunai immediately made people let out a painful roar. Squad 7 led by Uzumaki Naruto walked through the Death Forest at an extremely fast speed. According to his previous perception lock, what he passed turned the Konoha Village team upside down. However, they did not stop too much. Sneak attack at an extremely fast speed, and then dodge away at an extremely fast speed. Uzumaki Naruto will not consider whether the Konoha Village team that was attacked can survive, or whether they will be killed by others because of this attack life and death. Uzumaki Naruto, is a very well-behaved person. And for all this, Uzumaki Naruto will not feel any guilt at all. Konoha Village will pay back everything he has suffered, if not for his father, if not for him to be the container of Nine Tails. Perhaps these people should have died long ago, and there's no chance to show off everything they have here. And while enjoying peace, don't forget to trample Naruto Wolf under your feet. Uzumaki Naruto can't control other people's thoughts, but for him, there is no such reason in the world. Not far away, there was another miserable scream. Uzumaki Naruto heard the sound, curiously took Haruno Sakura and Sasuke to join in the fun. However, when everyone met, Uzumaki Naruto was taken aback. The person opposite is none other than the 8th class of their same period. Inuzuka, Hyuga Hinata, Aburame Shino. The 3 people in the 8th class took a collective breath. Even when the sun was red, Maisie trembled violently. Inuzuka pointed at the screen tremblingly. "You say Naruto won't kill us, right?" Yamanaka, Ino, "Don't worry, it won't happen." The rule that Naruto told Sasuke and little Sakura at the beginning is that we are not included in the same period. Inuzuka Tooth, why? Aburame Shino, because it's too weak. Inuzuka Kiba, well, as expected of Naruto. See Naruto attacking. Inuzuka Fong quickly stopped in front. Hey Naruto, we defeated the enemy this time. You can't grab the scroll with us." Uchiha Sasuke arrogantly snorted coldly. "My god, we have already gathered the earth-coiling scrolls. If you really want scrolls, we have gathered several sets now." Haruno Sakura laughs at the same time. After all, before this, Mingzwa had already surpassed his peers in school, so the goal of practice this time was not on his peers. Haruno Sakura originally wanted to remind Naruto that even at the same time, he must have improved after graduation, but after thinking about it, he didn't say anything. As expected of being our number 1 and number 2 and the top student in the cultural class, I now suspect that Mr. Irika was biased when he divided the classes. Separate the 3 of you together. Inuzuka gathered all the earth-coiling shafts and smiled. But we also worked hard after graduation, and we will definitely open your master's eyes when the time comes. Wait, first, but I found that Haiga Hinata carefully looked at herself with her eyes, and after being discovered, she lowered her head in fright. Hey, little Sakura, what's going on with Hinata? Is she afraid of me? Naruto asked softly. Haruno Sakura touched his chin and said innocently, "No one is afraid of you. I only know that most girls like you." Speaking of this, Haruno Sakura blushed suddenly, exactly the same as the opposite Hinata. Am I so attractive? Naruto froze for a moment, but then an unusually terrifying chakra was captured by his perception. This person's chakra is not quite right. Chapter 59, reminiscing about the past. Konoha at that time was full of talents. Orochimaru. Yes, Orochimaru. Orochimaru is finally here. In an instant, the ninjas in Konoha Village suddenly seemed to see a savior. Judging from Uzumaki Naruto's dignified expression, the person coming must be very powerful. At present, the only person who can make him show such a serious expression is the legendary Sannin Orochimaru. Senju Tobarama, I'm so PD off. What's going on in Konoha Village now that Uzumaki Naruto is in such a mess? Is it possible to rely on Orochimaru to contain him? Uchiha Madara, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. If I'm alive, let alone the unsealed 9 tails, I can't even see the full 9 tails Jinchūriki in my hands. Senju Hashirama, Madara, you and I are already dead, so it's useless to talk about it. Pure land world. Uchiha Madara looked at all this with contempt. To the FK, and you are dead. The old man is waiting for resurrection. Thinking of his Infinite Tsukuyomi plan, Uchiha Madara didn't panic at all. From the current point of view, Uzumaki Naruto is completely silly and sweet in the white-framed world he lives in. As long as he is not affected by the black-framed world Naruto, Madara thinks his plans should be fine. Instead, it's the Uzumaki Naruto of the black-frame world. Too cautious and clever. Obito in the other world wants to get 9 tails, and he may have to pay a heavy price. Naruto, the visitor, is not kind. In the spiritual world, 9 tails raised its huge fox head. Judging from the chakra in the human body, the opponent and this group of genin are not at the same level at all. Moreover, he seemed to come alone, without any companions by his side. I know, Uzumaki Naruto has been vigilant. It's a pity that Sasuke, Hinata, and others did not notice the danger coming. Naruto, let's go to the central tower first. Do you want to go to 190 together? Inuzuka said, pointing to the towering steeple in the distance. No, Tooth, you guys go first. Uzumaki Naruto withdrew his nervous look and smiled. But at this time, Haiga Hinata, who has always been shy, said, Naruto-kun, let's go together. Everyone can take care of me on the way. Hinata pointed her fingers at each other. Her voice was like a mosquito. Inuzuka Fong stretched out his ears and listened hard, and finally understood what Hinata meant. Yeah, Naruto, do you want to be together? However, he still set his sights on Hinata, who behaved strangely. Turning his eyes, Inja seemed to see something. Don't blot. I found that there seems to be a very powerful guy approaching us. Sasuke, small Sakura, you follow the teeth, and they go first. I will help you block the coming people. Uzumaki Naruto can't stand the ink of these guys. He's not afraid that something will happen to him, but Naruto can't guarantee these people. What? Everyone panicked when they heard the sound. Uchiha Sasuke frowned even more. He knows very well that the guy who can make Naruto feel powerful must be very powerful. Wow woof. At this moment, Injaya also started to yell indiscriminately due to the clinging on top of his head. It seems to have been frightened. Akamaru's body has already started to tremble. Akamaru, Inuzuka was stunned. What? You mean that Naruto is right? Is there really a powerful force coming towards us? Uzumaki Naruto, then we can't go anymore. Hinata didn't know where the courage came from, and his voice became louder, then it became soft again. Master Daishin once said that you can't leave your companions behind. Naruto, speechless. Didn't the old man tell you that in the face of absolute strength, all so-called emotions are nothingness? Third-generation old man is really harmful. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Ahem. You see, many of my educations have been very successful. Fourth Raikage. Successful? I think Naruto is right. You're doing a lot of harm. Terumime. Indeed, it's really unwise for the enemy to go up and deliver it tomorrow. Anoki. And it will drag you down. Terumime. Probably not. Orochimaru is the legendary Sannin no matter what. If he didn't peep at the power of Sharingan and want to get Sasuke, he probably wouldn't care about the juniors. Luo Sha. That's not necessarily the case. That insidious, smelly snake can even kill his master. What else can he not do? Yes, knowing that the opponent is very strong, we should join forces. Inuzuka, he is hot-blooded boy possessed, patting his chest and saying, Naruto, I can't let you show off alone this time. Mr. Inuzuka Kiba will help you. Uzumaki Naruto feels suffocated. Now is not the time to show kindness. After all, they will only get in the way. But then I thought about it. Forget it. If they're really killed by then, you can only blame yourself. Audience. Silence. Speechless. I don't know why. For a while, everyone didn't know how to evaluate Uzumaki Naruto's mental activities in such a showy manner. The 8th class obviously wanted to stay and help him out of good intentions, but he actually thought that people were tired of living a long life. Inuzuka Fong. Damn it. Naruto, over there is too, pretending to belittle my uncle's kindness so much. Aburame Shino. Hey, calm down. You are right. The opponent is Orochimaru. We are really in the way. Shirihong. Hey, I really don't know how to evaluate that child. This is completely a villain. Nara Shurgyo. Maybe they can't imagine that they will meet one of the legendary Sannin when the Chūnin selection exam is full of genin. Hyuga Hinata. No. Even though Naruto thinks so, I don't think he will really die. Shimura Dans. Innocent. Humph. Allah. I didn't expect so many people to gather here. What a surprise. At this time, a gloomy woman's voice came into my ears. Orochimaru with disheveled hair appeared in front of the 6 people. It indicates that even if they want to leave, they will not be able to leave. Naruto, are you talking about her? Uchiha Sasuke took 2 steps toward Naruto, his eyes fixed on Orochimaru in front of him. The moment Orochimaru saw Sasuke, a hint of surprise flashed in his eyes. This appearance is also a handsome skin. If he can resist the cursed seal of the sky that I bestow, he will definitely be my perfect container. It's him. Naruto responded briefly. It's him? Several people were stunned, seeing that the person who came was a woman. Inuzuka was wondering if he was going to ask Naruto if he was wrong. Akamaru's trembling in his arms was even stronger than before. This also made Inuzuka feel terrified. Sure enough, he was right. Allah. Orochimaru takes out the Earth Scroll from his ninja bag. He's not sure if Uzumaki Naruto and others have already got the Earth coiling shaft together. But in order to get off the stage, he has to go through the process. I hold the Scroll of Earth in my hand. Although I don't know if you have all the scrolls in your hands, I remember that the scrolls in your hands are the scrolls of heaven. Exactly the scroll I need. So let's start now. 1. The battle for the scroll that is desperate for life. I saw Orochimaru open his own bags under the eyes, and the terrifying eyeballs moved impressively. An invisible murderous aura hit everyone in an instant. Boom! The next second, everyone's heads just felt a roar. They seemed to have seen the picture of their tragic death. The majestic murderous aura immediately paralyzed the 3 people and 1 dog in the 8th class to the ground. Impossible. Uchiha Sasuke felt his legs go limp, and he almost fell to his knees in front of this strange woman. Not an opponent. Only a murderous aura makes Sasuke tremble with fright. The gap between the strengths doesn't need to think about it at all. They are not on the same level as the person in front of them. He reluctantly turns his head to glance at Haruno Sakura. At this time, Haruno Sakura has already slumped on the ground with both knees on the ground. Fortunately, I have experience in killing people before. Otherwise, Just relying on the murderous intent of the other party can make our hearts stop. Sasuke, who was terrified, did not forget to thank Naruto for his practice in advance. Thinking of Uzumaki Naruto, he realized that the other party had also stopped moving. Sasuke looked with difficulty from the corner of his eyes, only to find that Naruto was also trembling at this time. Orochimaru is very satisfied with the reaction of the crowd. It is Uchiha Sasuke who can resist my murderous aura. This kid is really talented. At this time, Orochimaru is full of Uchiha and doesn't care about Naruto besides Sasuke. Oh, what's the matter with you? Is it impossible to move? Orochimaru walks towards the crowd holding kunai. Move, move. Naruto. Uchiha Sasuke couldn't believe it. Even Uzumaki Naruto was stunned by the guy in front of him. He wanted to shout, but found that he couldn't be born anyway. Orochimaru advances, step by step. Oops, he said contemptuously. I thought you guys would let me play a few more times, but now it looks like it's a pity. After speaking, Orochimaru stopped suddenly, raised his arm, and wanted to throw a kunai at the crowd. However, suddenly, a voice quickly stopped his behavior. Wait a minute. What's going on? Don't you mean you don't plan to move on? I see that you like to lick your long tongue. Shouldn't you come to us with kunai? Then lick your long tongue to tease us, and rub kunai on our face by the way. Let us feel the fear from you. Did you wipe your neck in fear in the end? Seeing Orochimaru stop suddenly, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly became anxious. I wanted to grab Orochimaru's tongue and give him a few good punches when he leaned over to lick his tongue. But now it seems that the plan has been ruined. Nanny, you kid, is actually pretending. Uchiha Sasuke was dumbfounded, completely forgetting the fear that Orochimaru had brought to him just now. Naruto, you almost scared me to death. Sasuke roared, and the next second, he suddenly felt a lot lighter. Orochimaru, if you do this, I will lose face. But I have to say that he is indeed the Uzumaki Naruto of the world over there, and he is very clever. However, Uzumaki Naruto's operation also left other ninjas speechless. With mixed feelings, they don't know how to express their inner thoughts at this moment. What is this? And the plan that emerged in his mind also made everyone feel extremely broken. It really is that newborn calves are not afraid of tigers. If you know that the opposite is the apprentice of third Hokage, it is infinitely close to one of the other legendary Sannin at Kage level. I'm afraid Uzumaki Naruto would not dare to have these strange ideas. Senju Tobirama. I'm PD at his cleverness. Senju Hashirama. Tobirama, don't say that because I think what Naruto did is funny. Uzumaki Kushina. Should I say it or not? My own son was not afraid of Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. So no matter which Naruto, Orochimaru is not so scary the presence. Orochimaru. Kushina. You can't say that. Back in the Forest of Death, I thought that the big snake would solve Naruto. I didn't let him kill him. Jiraiya. What do you say so much, Orochimaru? You and the world over there are ashamed to bully Jinnin, and you are almost tricked by others. Onoki. I suddenly found that Uzumaki Naruto and Orochimaru in the other world seem to be able to really work together. Luo Sha. Both of them are scheming ninjas. You really are a very powerful ninja. So vigilant. Uzumaki Naruto looked seriously at Orochimaru, who had a dull expression on the opposite side. This Yosuke. Is Uzumaki Naruto too swollen? He's praising Orochimaru? The legendary Sannin. Does he need to be praised? And looking at Orochimaru's bewildered expression, everyone could understand his mood. No one can accept this kind of thing. Ew. 1.9. Suddenly, Orochimaru forgot how to organize his next speech. The yellow-haired boy in front of you is Jinnin, right? According to his age, he should be Jinnin, who is in the same class as Uchiha Sasuke. This guy actually ignored the murderous intent just now. What background? Orochimaru's eyes suddenly closed, and he looked up and down at Uzumaki Naruto in front of him. This looked these big piercing eyes. Orochimaru felt as if he had seen it somewhere. Suddenly, he remembered and then said with a smile, "Who am I?" It turned out to be you. Uzumaki Naruto was taken aback. We know each other? No, I don't know. Orochimaru's words made Uzumaki Naruto puzzled. At least in his memory, He doesn't seem to have any impression of the ugly woman in front of him. Is Nine Tails an imp? Uzumaki Naruto. Orochimaru looks at Naruto in front of him with a smile. The opponent actually formed a team with Sasuke, who owns Sharingan, which he never expected. Even according to the information given by Yakushi Kabuto, Orochimaru is not sure that Konoha high-level officials like Sarutobi Hiruzen dare to put Naruto and Sasuke together. It seems that the current Konoha village has really fallen to a certain point. Looking back on the past for Konoha, Jinchūriki has always been just a tool to keep Nine Tails from falling into the hands of other ninja villages. After all, Konoha was full of talents in the past, and there was no need to use the so-called Jinchūriki at all. 10 years in Hadong, Tion, and Hashi, Orochimaru despises in his heart. The old thing in third generation seems to be really anxious. Today's Konoha village has fallen to the point where it can only rely on Jinchūriki. Chapter 60. As the host of Konoha, inviting you to eat meatballs is also a way of hospitality on the high platform. Orochimaru was satisfied with what was going on in his own mind in the world over there. At least, this feeling can severely hit the face of my dear teacher. The propaganda of the will of fire is overwhelming. Since Senju Tobirama helped the younger generation of Konoha executives stop the pursuit of Jinjo, keeping the fire of Konoha village. As a result, these high-level Konohas are getting older and older, while the younger generation of Konohas are constantly making sacrifices. If it wasn't for the Third Ninja World War, when a young fourth Hokage was born, Konoha village would have been almost beaten into Konoha village by Inoki's Awagakure. Unfortunately, fourth Hokage died young, and after the Uchiha clan was wiped out, the current Konoha village looks stable and peaceful on the outside, but in fact it has already lost its former status in the ninja world. Under the leadership of the teacher, Konoha village is really declining, Mr. Sarutobi. Even if you're going to be old and buried, you can't find a new Hokage successor. Is it a hunger for power, or is Konoha village down to the point where no one is available? Oh no, after you die, that guy Tsunade becomes 5th Hokage as well. Orochimaru smiled sarcastically. Sarutobi Hiruzen was so angry that he felt a tightness in his chest. When did Orochimaru, who used to be taciturn, become so talkative? You, Sarutobi Hiruzen took a deep breath. Shut up. Using half-life strength, Sarutobi Hiruzen yelled at Orochimaru. Ka. Uzumaki Naruto's clenched fist crackled. Orochimaru was taken aback when he saw this, thinking that not only was this kid not affected by my murderous intent, but looking at him, could it be possible that he still wants to fight me? Aren't you running away? Orochimaru asked subconsciously. This question stopped Uzumaki Naruto. He never expected that the female ninja on the opposite side would be so confident. Is this the aura exuded by masters? The other party's soft-spoken conversation is several times stronger than Zai Bujan's original feeling. Naruto raised his eyes and saw the forehead protector on the other side's forehead. He remembered seeing it in magazines and books. It was the forehead protector from Chūnin village. That is a very weak ninja village. Sure enough, the children of the poor have long been in charge of their families. Perhaps it is because of the smallness of the village that some people are reluctant to work hard. The so-called prey, should maintain a high degree of tension and run around, especially 25 in front of predators. However, the feeling of fighting trapped beasts like you guys can arouse my excitement to kill you all the more. Orochimaru stretched out his long tongue and licked it twice. His gloomy eyes became chilling. My dear old man from Konoha village, 3rd generation. Naruto was so surprised that he uttered obscenities. Big Fox, do you feel that what the ugly monster in front of you says has a philosophy in it? Although she is ugly, she is the most reasonable person I have ever seen. So cool. Kong bang bang. Nine Tails tapped the sealed door with its sharp claws and made a loud noise. Be more serious, boy. This guy is unusual, at least several times stronger than the Touty Zabuzen I met back then. You can't be negligent. If you are killed, it will be over. I know. Uzumaki Naruto clenched his fists. Let's just use him to test the achievements of the past few years. How funny. Uzumaki Naruto's series of operations once again made the audience feel ashamed. Now is the time of life and death. Where does the other party's self-satisfied self-confidence come from? Perhaps, as everyone thought before, self-confidence often comes from ignorance. But you regard the legendary Sannin as a training partner. Isn't that a little too much? Onoki, it's such a crisis. Naruto is so relaxed. He is also a hero. Terumi Mei, Sannin's sparring partner. I still can't think of it. Fourth Raikage. Okay, let's see what Uzumaki Naruto over there can do. Inuzuka, Tooth. It's a pity that we are present, which may hinder Naruto's performance. Aburame Shino. Tooth, be confident. Our existence may not affect him at all. Yamanaka Ino. Shino, do you mean he doesn't care about you at all? Haruno Sakura. It's so embarrassing, after all, because he said that if we don't leave, we won't be able to control it if we die. Maybe he really won't care. Orochimaru. You juniors, do you really think I'm interested in you? Although you are ugly, you are the guy with the best mouth I have ever seen. It's a battle between trapped beasts, prey, or hunter. Only after you've played it will you know. Come on, let me feel your power. Uzumaki Naruto waved to Orochimaru and looked at Uchiha Sasuke by the way. Sasuke, you and little Sakura, let's go aside and watch. Sasuke nodded, looked at the others, and found that they had also relieved a lot from the murderous aura just now. Be careful. Orochimaru looks at Sasuke with a little amusement on his face. I didn't expect that the guy who took the lead was Uzumaki Naruto. Re-examined Uzumaki Naruto. Orochimaru laughed secretly. Minato is a guy who doesn't talk too much. This kid is just the opposite of him. He looks more like his mother in character. But no matter what, Orochimaru knows very well that if he wants to have a good talk with Sasuke, he must first pass the hurdle of Uzumaki Naruto. Oh, then I'm coming. The voice fell. Orochimaru turned into several phantoms and left suddenly. So fast. Everyone was shocked. No matter how they imagined, they never expected that the action speed of the person in front of them could reach such a level. Boom! Two fists collide. Uzumaki Naruto successfully caught Orochimaru's first attack. This is unexpected. Orochimaru didn't expect Naruto, the vortex, to be able to see through his attack. Bang, 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 bang. The two body skills collided, and they were evenly matched. In an instant, Orochimaru speeded up again, and his body turned into an afterimage, moving back and forth at high speed around Uzumaki Naruto. Looking at everyone dumbfounded, I can't grasp Orochimaru's trajectory at all. Boom! The sudden loud noise will suddenly attract everyone. Looking closely, Orochimaru got out of the ground at some point and threw himself at Uzumaki Naruto. Fortunately, Uzumaki Naruto reacted in time and jumped out of the way in an instant. Shadow clone technique, accompanied by bursts of soft noises, and after the thick smoke passed, hundreds of Uzumaki Naruto appeared in the eyes of everyone. This is clone technique. Aburame Shino was horrified. He didn't expect Naruto to release such a level of clone technique in an instant. But in the next second, he dismissed his ridiculous thoughts. Because every avatar is holding a shuriken in his hand and throwing it outward. Shuriken Shadow Clone Technique. In an instant, countless shurikens were densely packed like Aburame Shino's bugs. The sky are overwhelming and they shoot towards Orochimaru, who is still half in the ground. Shuriken Shadow Clone. This scene caused Orochimaru to stare. The old man actually taught Uzumaki Naruto this ninjutsu. Could it be that you want this kid to inherit Hokage in the future? Snort. Thinking of Hokage, Orochimaru suddenly felt a tinge of anger in his heart. If Namake's Minato hadn't been born, perhaps Hokage's position would have been his own long ago. Now, this ninjutsu has actually been passed on to his son. Whoosh! Just when the shuriken was about to shoot in front of him, Orochimaru's whole body plunged into the ground again. Why is this guy like a bug, especially drilling into the fields? Are you always doing sneak attacks? It's really despicable and shameless. Uzumaki Naruto felt speechless for a while. He thought the other party was a master, but he didn't expect it to be a mole. Boom! However, in the next second, due to the snake's attachment, the snake emerged from the field. The figure quickly wrapped around the trunk and climbed up the branches. The speed is so fast that it makes people's scalp tingle. Bang, 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 wherever Orochimaru passed. The shadow clone was scattered by his fists, until the two fight against each other again. Orochimaru smiled lightly. Oh, I found the main body. Yeah. As expected of a master, Uzumaki Naruto also responded with a chuckle. Does catching your attack prove that you are the real body? Nanny! Orochimaru's pupils trembled in shock. The next moment, a white smoke suddenly rises from before my eyes. The Uzumaki Naruto just now disappeared suddenly, and before Orochimaru could react, a leg pierced through the thick smoke and struck him. Boom! Heavy kick directly kicks Orochimaru from the tree to the ground. Before he adjusted his body, Naruto's voice came from above. No, it's my god. You must think so. Orochimaru was speechless and raised his cold eyes to Uzumaki Naruto. Aren't you afraid of death? I just feel that you didn't come here to snatch the scroll. Uzumaki Naruto shook his head disapprovingly. From the battle just now, I noticed that your eyes couldn't help looking in the direction of Sasuke. Give me a feeling that you seem to want to show something in front of him. If my guess is correct, the purpose of your trip is to come for Sasuke. You found out about this kind of thing? Orochimaru is unavoidably surprised. As Uzumaki Naruto said, during the battle just now, Orochimaru looked at Sasuke intentionally, as if to see how the opponent reacted. I didn't expect such a subtle move, but it didn't escape the observation of a young man in front of me. Orochimaru chuckled, but was a little shocked. It seems that I was negligent, but this kid has inherited his father's observation ability. Orochimaru is not so much fighting Uzumaki Naruto, but the opponent's more attention is on Uchiha Sasuke. It's just unimaginable that Uzumaki Naruto actually discovered the opponent's move. In other words, during the confrontation between the two sides, Uzumaki Naruto did not fully meet Orochimaru's attack. He had time to carve grinding. Orochimaru came here for the purpose. Scary imp, already able to face Sannin alone at the age of 12. On the screen, Naruto's behavior really stunned everyone. Onoki, it's amazing. If Naruto in the world over there is allowed to continue to develop, there will be no one in the ninja world who is his opponent. Fourth Hokage. That's not necessarily the case. In fact, there will be young teenagers who have a flash of inspiration in the ninja world. Terumi May. Fourth Hokage. Those people you mentioned, it seems that with the development, it is difficult to find an existence to compete with them. Stand at the Chūnin venue. Uzumaki Naruto gets another crit. I thought that no matter how strong I am in the Black Frame world, I can't be Orochimaru's opponent. Unexpectedly, he didn't seem to be very threatened. Uchiha Sasuke saw the clue even more. He remembered that Uzumaki Naruto broke out with a violent attack, and that state obviously used Nine-Tails chakra. But looking at the appearance of Naruto in the black-framed world, it seems that there is no such thing. At least there is no big change in appearance. Hey, it looks like you like Sasuke very much. If this is the case, I can go back and ask you about the type Sasuke likes. Misunderstanding. This is a FG big misunderstanding. I really don't know what it would be like if Uzumaki Naruto didn't think until Orochimaru on the opposite side was no longer his original body. Hum. It looks like you underestimated me. Naruto-kun. Orochimaru's deep voice made Uzumaki Naruto frown. He clearly felt that as Orochimaru's breath rose 357, the surrounding air became icy cold. After images passed by, boom, after a loud noise, Uzumaki Naruto saw the tree trunks in front of him keep breaking apart. Orochimaru actually regarded the thick tree trunks of the Death Forest as the earth and kept shuttling through it. The next moment, a sharp claw suddenly stretched out from Naruto's feet, swiped straight at his face. Uzumaki Naruto was startled and dodged for a moment, but a wound was still drawn on his face if he didn't pay attention. That guy's speed has become faster than before. Naruto said to Nine-Tails, it seems that his level is more than that, but I don't know what he wants to do with Sasuke. Naruto, now is not the time to think about this. That guy is constantly improving his combat power. We also need to make some preparations. Nine Tails said seriously. Naruto nodded. It seems that it's time to use your chakra. Boom! The trunk exploded again, and Orochimaru, in the form of a long snake, emerged from the trunk. With a long sword in his mouth, he seems to use his own power of rotation to pierce through and tear Naruto in front of him. Unfortunately, this time, Uzumaki Naruto moved slightly and easily avoided Orochimaru's attack. You guy, don't you only do sneak attacks? Naruto's low voice made Orochimaru startled, and when he looked back, he found that Uzumaki Naruto was staring at him with scarlet eyes. Funny, he actually used Nine Tails chakra. This kid grows so fast. Could it be that the old man from third generation guided it? Impossible. How can that old man have such abilities? Orochimaru's mind moved slightly, and he got out of the tree, trunk again holding the snake's tail. Uzumaki Naruto. Hiding around is really annoying. Boom! The sound of the trunk exploding again. This time, the position where Jinchūriki appeared was closer to Naruto's body. Synopsis. He rotated his body, and the Kusanagi, sword in his mouth, stabbed blankly at Naruto's heart. Rasengan. However, this time, a vermilion chakra ball resisted the spinning Kusanagi sword. Bang, bang, bang. Rasengan is in contact with Kusanagi sword, and the two collide with each other continuously, making loud noises. Orochimaru snorted coldly. Rasengan? Too bad it's too small. Yeah. Then make it bigger. Wouldn't it be good? Uzumaki Naruto's mouth moved slightly. In an instant, he gathered the chakra in his body towards the Rasengan in his hand again. Rasengan also began to grow gradually because of this. Nanny? Impossible, this brat. Orochimaru was surprised, but he couldn't escape. Rasengan has pushed towards his face while flicking the Kusanagi sword away. You're welcome. As the host of Konoha Village, let me treat you to a big red meatball. 1. Rasengan. Chapter 61. He repelled Sannin at the age of 12, and 3 years later, our Shao organization handed over its guns and surrendered, that is. Jiraiya and Namake's Minato trembled in surprise. Big ball Rasengan? Shinigami space. Namake's Minato excitedly said to Nine Tails in his body. Look at the world over there. My son is doing well. Nine Tails, it's because the people in the world over there are stupid. Why does my dignified Nine Tails have such a good relationship with him? Namake's Minato didn't care about Nine Tails' complaints. Rasengan is a ninjutsu developed by oneself. A special and convenient feature of this ninjutsu is that the size of the Rasengan can be determined according to the amount of chakra injected. The larger the Rasengan, the more powerful it is, and the probability of hitting the target will be much greater. I really hope that Naruto and the other world can bring some spiritual inspiration to Naruto in my family. Namake's Minato squinted and smiled. What a genius he is. Boom! Rasengan makes a loud bang after hitting Orochimaru. The power of the instant explosion even blew up the position where Naruto was standing. The manic power dissipated in all directions. The scene in front of me was even more shocking. Inazukiya and the others immediately opened their mouths. What ninjutsu is that? What the hell did Naruto do? Uchiha Sasuke was equally astounding. Even if he turns on Urgyu Sharingan, he can barely keep up with Orochimaru's actions. However, the ninjutsu in Naruto's hand directly blows the bomb out. The process of flying, coupled with the power of the energy scattered by the blast, destroyed all the thick branches around. No matter who it is, if they take this trick, they will never return. Just when everyone was surprised, Uzumaki Naruto appeared in front of them. Naruto. Naruto-kun. Naruto, are you okay? Seeing Naruto appear, everyone got nervous and came together. But what surprised them was that Uzumaki Naruto had a serious look on his face at this time, looking straight at a place not far away. Naruto, what happened? Haruno Sakura didn't understand why Uzumaki Naruto didn't show a trace of relaxation on the face of the other party, who had already been attacked by such a terrible ninjutsu. If I'm not wrong, that guy shouldn't be dead. Uzumaki Naruto said vigilantly. What? Impossible. How can I survive after being hit by that kind of ninjutsu? Inazuka Tooth is dumbfounded, then hurriedly said, "Naruto, stop joking here." However, Uzumaki Naruto shook his head. He vigilantly perceives his surroundings, and not long ahead, Orochimaru's chakra is very obvious. There is no sign of weakening at all. When I hit his face just now, I felt like my strength was gone. Although I don't know what that guy did, but I know very well that that guy didn't do anything. Impossible. Uzumaki Naruto's words made everyone's hearts startled and missed a row. Where's the other party who is so sacred? It is not a problem to accept such a terrible ninjutsu hard. However, compared to Uzumaki Naruto's vigilance, behind a tree not far away, Orochimaru broke out in a cold sweat. Naruto, this kid, is he so scary? Is this the power of Jinchūriki? Recalling the blow just now, Orochimaru has lingering fears. Fortunately, before being hit, he had already cast the Big Snake Flow body replacement technique. Even if the previous body was smashed, he still has a brand new body by relying on the Orochi Flow body replacement technique. Huda! Orochimaru let out a sigh of relief. This Nine-Tails brat, you should pay more attention in the future. Come out, stop hiding. You were like a loach in the battle just now. What are you doing hiding behind a tree now? Are you spying on the handsome Sasuke? Naruto adjusted his mentality and returned to the original relaxed appearance. Although it is not clear what the other party did just now, but based on his strength just now, Uzumaki Naruto is not very worried. Besides, that guy's purpose doesn't seem to be to fight. Oomph. Can you even do perception? What a scary kid. Orochimaru, who is still in fear, also adjusted his state, then appeared in front of everyone from behind the tree with a sneer. Humph. I didn't expect to be discovered. However, Orochimaru, who recovered his real body, surprised Uzumaki Naruto and others. Naruto, what's going on? Everyone is in the circle, but Uzumaki Naruto is also in the circle. The chakra breath on the other party has not changed, but why the body has changed from a woman to a man. Transformation technique? Naruto pointed at the other party. Maybe he thinks Sasuke likes men, so Uchiha Sasuke a hole. Now is not the time to joke. Are you really sure they are the same person? Sasuke gave Naruto an angry look. Orochimaru was extremely speechless, thinking in his heart that next time when he sees Naruto, he will slap him on the mouth first. This man is, however, at this time, Nine-Tails' voice made Naruto stunned. Big Fox, do you know him? Nine-Tails thought a little bit, sorting out his memories of Konoha Village. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Orochimaru. 1. Orochimaru, yes. I remembered. Orochimaru? How do you know him? Humph. Nine-Tails snorted softly. I know much more than you. This guy is 3rd Hokage's apprentice, and he is also known as the legendary Sannin along with your father's master. 1. It is indeed a very powerful guy. Legendary Sannin? Uzumaki Naruto's face changed slightly. It was true that he was attracted by this title. Since the other party's title carries the word legend, it is not comparable to a ghost, a replica ninja, etc. This kind of lame ninja. Hatake Kakashi. I advise you to be kind. Momochi no longer chops. Kakashi, we should have teamed up to take this kid's sacrificial knife first. Not to mention that he is as famous as Dad's master, and also Hokage's apprentice. But after thinking about it, Uzumaki Naruto rubbed his chin in doubt. Could it be that this guy is here to test us? However, since I was sealed in your body, I have turned a deaf ear to many things in Konoha Village. No one can guarantee what this guy wants to do when he appears at this time, let alone what he wants to do by using his identity as a ninja in Chūnin Village. At this time, Nine-Tails' reminder interrupted Naruto's thinking. Your purpose? Naruto asked calmly. Don't you already know? I'm here for Sasuke. After all, Orochimaru is not going around in circles either. He has wasted a long time from chasing Squad 7 in the Death Forest to fighting Naruto. It is expected that Konoha Village should have discovered their traces before this, and will send people here soon. Although I really want to see Sasuke's strength, and whether he can withstand the seal of the sky that he bestowed. Unfortunately, all of this was messed up by Uzumaki Naruto. It's not too late to study in the future. Orochimaru thought about it, and then said, Avenger Uchiha Sasuke, I originally wanted to test your strength and give you strength. But now it seems that we can only wait until we meet later. I think for revenge, you must need me and the strength I give you." While speaking, Orochimaru's body sank into the ground. Also, I am very happy to see the strength of Konoha Village Jinchūriki. Leave a sentence. Orochimaru slowly disappears from everyone's sight. Avengers Jinchūriki, the three people in the 8th class looked at each other, completely unclear about the meaning of each other's words. What is this Orochimaru guy trying to do? However, for the Sasuke Avengers, Naruto and Haruno Baby are clear from the day they introduced themselves. Uzumaki Naruto doesn't care at all about what happened. Spiritual world. Uzumaki Naruto shakes his head in distress. "Naruto, what's wrong with you? You seem to have something on your mind. Are you worried about that kid in Uchiha's house?" Ninetales' question immediately caused Uzumaki Naruto to sigh. "Big Fox, I am still too weak. Facing Sannin, my attack will not be effective at all." Ninetales was taken aback when he heard the words, and after a while, it showed a smile. "You don't want to say that either. You didn't make full use of me. If you could use more of my chakra at that time, you should be able to form a tailed beast suit on your body. Continue to practice hard." Yes, you still have to work hard to practice. The next second, Uzumaki Naruto revived on the spot, cheering up again. Audience. Numb. Everyone is numb. They couldn't tell whether Uzumaki Naruto really felt weak or whether he was here in Versailles. Who is the opponent? The opponent is Orochimaru. Just like what Naruto thought, the legendary Sannin had a legendary person in his title, and his level is naturally not comparable to ninjas like Zabuza or Kakashi. Onoki. Hey, is it another beautiful misunderstanding? Fourth Raikage. I feel like Naruto did it on purpose. Tsurumi Mei. He beat Orochimaru and gave up his body. What else does he want? Haruno. Hey, I thought Naruto over there was really worried about Sasuke at first, but now it seems that I think too much. Inuzuka. As expected of Uzumaki Naruto in that world, he doesn't care about other things except wanting to become stronger and making trouble for Konoha Village. Yamanaka Ino. You reminded me. Naruto in the world over there wants Konoha Village to be a mess so much. What do you think he would do if Uchiha Sasuke defected? Narashikamaru. Especially Sasuke over there trusts Naruto so much. I guess he will come and tell Naruto if he defected. Aburame Shino. Don't say Sasuke wants to defect. I guess even if Sasuke doesn't want to defect, Uzumaki Naruto will have to persuade him to defect to Konoha Village. Senju Tobirama. The evil Uzumaki Naruto, with his character, will definitely do this. Fortunately, Ninetales didn't tell him that Sharingan can control tail beasts. If he knows Sharingan was able to control the Ninetales inside him. And I guess he killed Uchiha Sasuke, first with a backhand. Uchiha Fugaku, Uchiha Mikoto, in the stands of the Chūnin venue. Uzumaki Naruto and Uchiha Sasuke looked at each other for a few seconds. Both of them lowered their heads. Uzumaki Naruto was originally interested in seeing how he in the other world prevented Sasuke from defecting. After the speeches of everyone in the discussion group, he realized that he was still too naive. Naruto in that world is someone who absolutely does not allow anything that threatens him. Even if it's facing Sasuke, won't you show mercy? What will I be like in the future? Shao Organization. A group of guys in black and red cloud clothes fell silent. According to the future of the organization, Lee's good to set lofty goals. Everyone standing here is the biggest threat to Uzumaki Naruto. Pain. Haiden. Boss, why are you silent? Deidara. It must be intimidated by Uzumaki Naruto's strength. Hashigaki Kisame Dices. After all, given the current situation of the organization, the boss's primary purpose is to make money. We are still making money aimlessly. It is not enough to make so much money. Know where the flowers are. Kakuzu. What's wrong with making money? Does making money bother you? Even if you don't spend it, it's comfortable to put so much money there. Conan. I understand what Kisame means. He wants to say that we are here to make money and give Uzumaki Naruto more time of practice. When the time comes, Deidara. When the time comes, we will go and give away the head. He ran away with the stinky snake at the age of 12. Who knows what the future will look like? The Red Sand Scorpion. Humph. You worthless thing. Don't you forget that you were only 14 or 15 years old when you joined the Akatsuki organization. Hoshigaki Kisame. Mr. Itachi seems to be joining the organization at this age. Uchiha Itachi, the Red Sand Scorpion. So what's the point of beating off a stinky snake at the age of 12? However, with the words of the Scarlet Sand Scorpion falling to the ground, the original discussion came to an abrupt end. For a genius, 1 year is enough to make a qualitative change in his progress. Especially with the special status of Uzumaki Naruto, he has almost nothing to do and spends most of his time practicing. No one can guarantee how strong the opponent will be when the Shao organization wants to take action. Datara. Okay, sure, our death in that world must be miserable. Pain. Datara. Datara, huh? What's the matter with the leader? Pain. Pain is invincible. Shunluo Tianzhong. Chapter 62. True and False Uzumaki Clan. Uzumaki Naruto's vicious plan. After the Orochimaru incident, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly lost his hunt for the Konoha Village ninja. He felt that with the strength of that group of trash, he would have to die in this death forest without him taking action. Class 7 and Class 8, prepare to go together and enter the central tower early. Perhaps the battle between Orochimaru and Uzumaki Naruto was too exciting and shocking, and everyone had lingering fears all the way. Inuzuka Fong looks at the back of Uzumaki Naruto, his body trembling uncontrollably. Looking at it now, why is this guy's back like a mountain insurmountable? Recalling the murderous aura exuded by Orochimaru, Inuzuka was frightened for a while. How strong is Uzumaki Naruto who can take advantage of that monster by fighting it? No, this guy is a monster among monsters. Hey, look, there are people. Suddenly, the nurse's voice interrupted everyone's thoughts. Following everyone's gaze, a red-haired girl is crouching with her head in her arms and counting. The detonating talisman explosion roar not far away made her tremble. Would you like to see it? Naruto, Sasuke asked softly. He didn't think much about Orochimaru's matter, and even felt that the other party was a psychopath. If you can't even defeat Naruto, why should you let yourself go to him? What kind of strength can he bring to yourself? Funny. Orochimaru, damn. There's something wrong with how things are going. There is nothing to see. The Chūnin exam is a very cruel thing. One Uzumaki Naruto shakes his hand and refuses. There is no way. The ninja world is so ruthless, and lack of strength is the original sin. If you have the time to take care of others, why not take the opportunity to find some food? Uzumaki Naruto rubs his stomach. Just as everyone was about to leave, a loud roar sounded to drive them away. A huge black bear suddenly broke into the sight of several people. Its target is the trembling red-haired girl under the tree. However, the appearance of the black bear made Uzumaki Naruto's eyes brighten. Sasuke, hurry up and help that red-haired girl. As expected of Uzumaki Naruto, it seems that he doesn't care on the surface, but seeing that the other party is in danger, he still can't help but want to help the other party. At the same time, the ninjas all showed admiration. Lion bombardment. Just when a red-haired girl thought she was dying here, several consecutive loud noises shocked her. Looking up, the black bear has been shot dead on the spot. There will be a bear's paw to eat 777 soon. Uzumaki Naruto was eager to fight, secretly proud, and then led several people towards the direction of the red-haired girl. Speechless. This is definitely a moment that makes everyone feel helpless. They couldn't figure out whether it was Uzumaki Naruto's luck or the world over there. He was surrounded by idiots at the same time. Does this make them feel Uzumaki Naruto's warm heart? The other party obviously chose to help the red-haired girl only because he wanted to eat a bear's paw. Anoki, yeah, Naruto's luck is really good, no matter what he does. The same period around him will brainstorm in a direction that is beneficial to him. Terumi Mei, is this a brain supplement? This is because Uzumaki Naruto is strong, so what he said is convincing. Fourth Raikage. Otherwise, Sasuke will ask him if there is anything, and Sasuke will FK him as soon as he speaks. Uchiha Fugako. Damn it. What about my son's proud personality? Uchiha Makoto, hey. Maybe it was bought by the Shuriken Shadow Clone technique, but this is very good. Being friends with the strong is a very good choice in the ninja world. See the black bear being killed. Uzumaki, Xianglin's nervous heart just calmed down, but he saw the Konoha Village forehead protector on his forehead. She became more nervous. What are you looking at? Uzumaki Naruto glanced at Xianglin, who was squatting on the ground trembling, and said, by the way, you saved Vice Admiral from Black Bear's mouth just now. Don't expect us to help you with anything. No. Thank you for saving me. Uzumaki Xianglin felt the powerful aura emanating from Naruto's body, and was so frightened that his legs became weak that he couldn't even stand up. At this time, her panicked mood reached the extreme. She has never felt such a powerful chakra from anyone, and she feels that the chakra in the opponent's body is so huge that it is about to overflow. Naruto, the forehead protector on her forehead, is exactly the same as the one called Orochimaru before. In Izuka, you went to see Kairin's forehead protector and immediately became vigilant. No, I don't know anyone named Orochimaru. I'm not with him. In an instant, Xianglin became anxious. From the mouth of the ninja with the dog, she could clearly feel that the other party had a dispute with the ninja from Chūnin Village just now. It's over. This is over. Tooth, you are too nervous. Chūnin Village is the same as our Konoha Village, but it doesn't mean that they are in the same camp with the same forehead protector. Haruno Sakura hurriedly explained, CFBJ, of course you would not be so stupid as to tell anyone about the 7th squad who killed Konoha Shinobi. Uzumaki Naruto didn't pay attention to these. He looked at the black bear's paw and sighed in his heart that the creatures in the Death Forest are huge. This bear paw is enough for many people to eat. After feeling Xianglin's fear, he casually asked, what is your name? Aroma. Uzumaki Aroma. I took the exam with 2 companions. They went out and haven't come back yet. Here is the scroll in my hand. If you need it, take it away. After speaking, Uzumaki gently placed the earth scroll in his hand on the ground. Afterwards, I went to the corner again. However, her self-introduction made Uzumaki Naruto's heart flutter. Others seemed to realize the seriousness of the problem, and Haruno Sakura opened his eyes wide and asked again, what's your name? Fragrant Phosphorus. No. I'm asking about the last name. Uzumaki Fragrant Phosphorus. Uzumaki Hongfos. Uzumaki Naruto? Impossible. Why do they both have the same surname? Could it be that the girl in front of me is a member of Uzumaki Naruto's tribe? Even Uchiha Sasuke couldn't help but look up and down after hearing Xianglin's surname. Naruto. Hinata heard this and naturally knew what it meant. She looked at Naruto softly. I saw that Uzumaki Naruto had already started walking towards Uzumaki Kairin. Uzumaki Incense Phosphorus. The Uzumaki family? Naruto's simple question suffocates Kairin. She knows very well that among this group of people, the leader is the blonde brother in front of her. I really didn't lie to you. I am indeed from the Uzumaki family. Uzumaki Xianglin was on the verge of crying, but she blurted out anxiously and regretted it on the spot. Is this group of people having any trouble with the Uzumaki clan? But in her memory, her mother told her that her clan had long been extinct. Wouldn't it be a coincidence that their enemies belonged to the Uzumaki clan? It's over. My life is over. Pure Land World. Uzumaki Kushina felt a tingle in his heart. She knew that the girl in front of her should not have lied. But seeing how desolate the only remaining members of his clan are now, Kushina's heart hurts very much. Uzumaki Mido. Hey, think of me, the Uzumaki family. How glorious it was once. Uzumaki Kushina. Grandma, stop talking. The more you talk, the more distressed you will be. Uchiha Fugaka, hey. Yeah, I can feel your pain right now. Uchiha Madara, So I wanted to take the Uchiha clan away, but none of them listened to me. I only expected that whoever has a relationship with Konoha would be unlucky for 8 lifetimes. Senju, Tobarama. Madara. What nonsense are you talking about? Uchiha Madara, don't let people talk about the reality. My dignified Uchiha clan disappeared in Konoha Village, and Mito's Uzumaki clan didn't have anything to do when they had nothing to do with your Senju clan. As a result, after the establishment of Konoha Village, the Uzumaki clan gone too. Senju Hashirama, hey Madara, do you think I was wrong? War destroys everything. But why was the war started? The big names of each country compete for resources in order to meet their individual needs. In order to grow stronger, Ninja Village also covets the secret arts of other clans. In the whole ninja world, there's really no peace to speak of. Only whoever has the biggest fist will be safe. In a dark cave, Uchiha Obito's eyes flickered fiercely. Only my ideal is the only way to save this world. In a dark room, Nagato's Rinnegan also flashed indifference. These people, as long as they have experienced pain, the world can find peace. I heard that the other party is the Uzumaki family. Uzumaki Naruto's mind suddenly froze. No, this girl is lying. With a flash of inspiration, Uzumaki Naruto's face suddenly darkened. How dare you lie about being an Uzumaki in front of me? The real Uzumaki, damn it. Speak. Uzumaki Xianglin suddenly felt that the surrounding air became cold. She raised her eyes tremblingly, only to find that Uzumaki Naruto was staring at her with a dark face. You are lying? No, I'm not lying. Look at my hair. The hair of our Uzumaki clan is all red. Xianglin felt that her mind was blank. She was frightened and frightened. She no longer knew what she was talking about, and tried to verify her identity incoherently. Uzumaki Naruto. Fart. The hair of the Uzumaki clan is blonde like mine. But seeing the other party's frightened appearance, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly realized that something was wrong. His father, 4th Hokage, is called Namake's Minato, not Uzumaki Minato. And his golden hair is inherited from his father. Big Fox, you know a lot. Is she lying? The hair of the Uzumaki clan is red? Ninetales, this girl shouldn't have lied. People with red hair are not necessarily Uzumaki, but Uzumaki. The words were on the verge of speaking, but Ninetales got stuck. In the end, it still falters. But people with the blood of the Uzumaki family must have red hair. Uzumaki Naruto heard the words, the whole person dumbfounded. After making trouble for a long time, I found out that the fake Uzumaki family was the one who F'd me up. So she's the real Uzumaki clan, and I'm fake. Naruto pointed to himself, stunned. No, although I don't know what happened, but your mother's indeed a pure-blooded Uzumaki family. You were named after your mother's surname. Bull Batch, 4th Hokage Mighty Haki, Terumi Mei. As far as I know, no matter which race the Uzumaki clan intermarries with, the offspring will indeed have red hair. Onoki, well, this is common sense, and I know it well enough to show how terrifying the physique and blood of the Uzumaki family are. 4th Raikage. Then the question is, why is Uzumaki Naruto blonde? In an instant, the brains of the entire ninja world fell into a rocky state. I just don't know where to start with this question. Uchiha Makoto. Didn't Naruto pop out of Kushina's belly? Uzumaki Kushina. What nonsense, Makoto. Naruto must have been born from my stomach. Uchiha Makoto. Then why is he blonde? Uchiha Fugaku. Does it need to be said? It must be that 4th Hokage Minato's blood suppression is stronger. Namake's Minato. This, I really don't know very well. When I learned that the Uzumaki Xianglin in front of me was my own tribe, Naruto suddenly felt overwhelmed. Looking at Uzumaki Naruto pacing back and forth, Kaoru became more nervous, thinking that Naruto in front of him might be thinking about how to torture himself. My name is Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto stopped and just announced his name, but saw Xianglin's petite body tremble suddenly. Blurted, "Please don't make fun of me, you." Xianglin couldn't help but glance at Naruto's golden hair. Uzumaki Naruto, one of him. Things are complicated, but I'm indeed a member of the Uzumaki family. Forget it. Let's talk while eating later. Looking at Xianglin's nervous appearance, I'm afraid he won't be able to ask anything for a while. Uzumaki Naruto beckoned, and several people began to operate on the black bear. During the meal, Uzumaki Kaoru felt a lot more relaxed and told Uzumaki Naruto, everything he knew. Moreover, Uzumaki Naruto also learned from Nine Tails that his mother was the previous Nine Tails person calendar. Big Fox, so we Uzumaki clan are at best a tool for others to use. Naruto's tone is indifferent. Thinking of what happened to Xianglin, Uzumaki Naruto's eyes flashed a hint of fierceness. Because the Uzumaki family has a special physique, Xianglin's body has to be used as a first aid kit to be bitten by people. The mother even died tragically in the process of saving others. The value of my mother coming to Konoha Village is to act as a Jinchūriki. However, even so, the Uzumaki clan was still wiped out by other villages. Naruto, do you understand this feeling? The feeling of being under the fence. Nine Tails slowly lying on the ground. There is no so-called freedom and no right to speak. It's just used as a tool by others. It's okay when the value is important. If it has no value, it can only end up being abandoned. Nine Tails' words made Uzumaki Naruto fall into deep thought. Time passes by every minute and every second. Call. Nine Tails was awakened by the sound of Naruto's long sigh. What were you thinking just now? Nothing. I just thought of something interesting. At this time, Uzumaki Naruto has a smile on his face again. Hey, Big Fox, I have an immature little plan. Do you want to play along with me? Let's listen. Nine Tails immediately sat up energetically. It knows that as long as Naruto has a plan, it will definitely not be a good thing. But the target is the ninja that Nine Tails hates. Are you trying to destroy Konoha Village? Look at what you said. A broken village can be destroyed and rebuilt. The price must be paid by them. But after that, I want to control this village step by step, in any capacity. After speaking, a trace of ruthlessness flashed in Uzumaki Naruto's eyes. Chapter 63. Teacher Sarutobi, I am looking forward to your pain mask count new and old grudges together. Uzumaki Naruto's choice immediately shocked the ninjas of Konoha Village into a cold sweat. This guy is really the opposite. Senju Tobarama, hey, I can't speak anymore. Konoha Village in the other world seems unable to escape this catastrophe. Anoki, is the Jinchūriki in the village going to be reversed? This is indeed a very terrible thing. Fourth Raikage, not necessarily. With Uzumaki Naruto's scheming in the other world, it's not as simple as sabotaging Konoha Village. Kurumi Mei, that's right. Didn't you hear what he said? A small dilapidated village can be rebuilt even if it is destroyed. His goal is not Konoha Village. Konoha Village is a small broken village? Uzumaki Naruto really dares to say, if Konoha Village is a small broken village, then what are the remaining Konoha villages? Doesn't he even count as scum in his eyes? In a daze, everyone suddenly understood what Uzumaki Naruto meant. The village is not important. The people in the village are important. So it's the people of Konoha Village that he wants to destroy. This makes sense. After all, Uzumaki Naruto had to give wisdom to the villagers of Konoha Village. Shimura Dans, damn Hiruzen, you see it, you see it. This is the ruin your naivety brought to Konoha Village. Sarutobi Hiruzen, what are you yelling at? Isn't there nothing to do in Konoha Village now? Besides, Naruto over there is not stupid. He can't attack Konoha without preparation of. On the high platform, Orochimaru looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen with interest. I have to say that the teacher's luck is really good. Elected as the third generation by the second generation project, Hokage has been sitting in the position for decades. Even if fourth Hokage sacrificed, Master Danzo did not beat you in Hokage's competition. It's another 12 years. When Uzumaki Naruto wants to take revenge on Konoha Village, you'll be killed by me again. What luck! Even if he destroys Konoha Village, you won't see it. Orochimaru's words made Sarutobi Hiruzen fly into a rage. You traitor, you are simply talking nonsense. Okay, stop pretending. You might be secretly enjoying yourself now. Orochimaru spread his hands. Goodwill of fire. All unlucky things were resisted by this junior. After you are killed by me, who will be the Hokage? Orochimaru thought to himself. With the current situation of Uzumaki Naruto in the Black Frame world, the other party will naturally not accept Jiraiya's way of coaxing children. Then, It is impossible for him to follow Jiraiya to find Tsunade. Chaos, Konoha Village in the world over there, after the Chūnin exam, will definitely be a mess. But that's the way it's fun. Orochimaru in particular was interested to see what Uzumaki Naruto could rely on to keep Konoha Village in his hands. After all, as Uzumaki Naruto himself knows the truth, the village is nothing more than a village. If it is destroyed, it can be rebuilt naturally. And the important thing in the final analysis is the villagers. The stands of the venue. Naruto's contemporaries were dumbfounded. The villagers of Konoha Village are talking about it even more. Uzumaki Naruto himself is not sure how to evaluate himself there. The other party's current behavior and thoughts have already had a serious impact on his thinking. He wants to destroy the village. Does he really not care about these companions walking with him at all? This feeling, unlike Gaara at the beginning, Sasuke who plunged into the darkness, they really seemed. Looks like, in the spirit world, Ninetales squinted at the dejected Uzumaki Naruto. Humph. He just did what he was supposed to do, or what he had to do. In the whole stand, only Uchiha Sasuke's mouth has an imperceptible arc. Uzumaki Naruto in the world over there must be able to understand his own mind. This kind of mentality of revenge or struggle for the family. Because he is his own tribe, Uzumaki Naruto did not leave Uzumaki Xianglin alone in the Death Forest. But my companion hasn't come back yet. Seeing that Uzumaki Naruto is going to take her to the central tower, Xianglin said weakly. I went out for so long and didn't come back. I'm probably dead. Of course, if they come back, I will also send them to die. Uzumaki Naruto said coldly. Remember your identity. I helped you bring you out of the forest of death because you are one of my few compatriots. What to do? I advise you to think clearly. Companion. You know better than anyone else whether those people are your companions. Taking advantage of the gap between the others walking in front, Uzumaki Naruto glared at Uzumaki Karu viciously. This makes Uzumaki happy and surprised. Happy that I seem to be able to walk out of the death forest alive. Surprised that although the compatriots in front of me are very strong, they seem to have a bad temper. Don't be stupid. If you do it again, you'll be the first one I interrogate. Facing Naruto with a vicious look, Uzumaki Xianglin shuddered and quickly replied, Yes, I know. Then, the two began to walk in the direction of the team. Spiritual world. Ninetales looks at Uzumaki Naruto with interest. Hey, if you care about your compatriots, you just care about it. Why pretend to be so vicious? Big Fox, you are wrong. What I said is true. If she really treats those ninjas from Hidden Grass Village as companions in her heart, I will deal with her unceremoniously. One less ignorant compatriot can save a lot of unnecessary things from happening. As one of my few compatriots, as the Uzumaki family who have suffered injustice, I am kind and want to help my fellow man. But if you are stubborn and don't take my words to heart, then I will send you to die. What arrogance is this? Everyone in the ninja world gasped. Uzumaki Naruto is going crazy. In the face of disobedient compatriots, he would take action, let alone others. It's over. Now let's pay a silent tribute to the villagers of Konoha Village in the other world in advance. Shimura dance, huh? Uzumaki Naruto in the world over there is so inflated. Is it possible that he really thought that defeating one Orochimaru would make him invincible? Orochimaru. Master Danzo, what do you mean? What are you doing here? Uzumaki Kushina. Naruto is right. Since the people of Chaoyin Village treat Xianglin like this, why do they still treat them as companions? Uchiha Makoto. I feel sad for that child. Seeing the mother was killed alive, I feel so much pain in my heart, and I regard them as companions. Uzumaki Kushina. That's right, I want to see the scene where they were killed by Naruto after they came back, but it's a pity that they died in the Death Forest. Senju Tobarama. Uzumaki Kushina. Mito's sister-in-law. Look at what you said. Uzumaki Mito. Tobarama. It's all for future generations. Since we are all dead, why should we bother so much? Senju Tobarama. Big brother Senju Hashirama. Don't call me. I pretend I can't hear you. Senju Tobarama. Soon, everyone came to the central tower of the Death Forest. Since Uzumaki went to the tower alone, she was eliminated. After a while, A special invigilator will escort him out of the deadly forest. While Xianglin was waiting for the invigilator to come, Uzumaki Naruto handed over the key of his house to Xianglin. This is the key to my house. You are leaving Konoha Village to go to my house with money. There's my wallet in the locker. You can take the money in it and use it. I don't need it anyway. The Kingdom of Fire is relatively stable. Don't go back to Chūnin Village. If I need you in the future, I will find a way to contact you. Uzumaki Naruto spoke and handed the note with his home address and the key to Keirin. However, just when Xianglin wanted to refuse, he suddenly felt that the surrounding air began to cool down. The frightened Xianglin quickly took the key and the note. Thank you, Brother Naruto. Well, very good, promising. Just remember what I said, and you are a good boy if you are obedient. Uzumaki Naruto touched Keirin's head, then turned to say goodbye to her. Just passing the corner, Uzumaki Naruto found Uchiha Sasuke, crossed his arms, and embraced his chest, leaning against the wall, as if he had been waiting for him for a long time. She left. Sasuke finds a topic to chat with Naruto. But in the next second, Uzumaki Naruto waved his hand. You really can't learn Rasengan. Uchiha Sasuke was stunned, his eyes widened, and his eyes suddenly became erratic. It's really uncomfortable to be seen through by someone at a glance. I know I learned the Shuriken Shadow Clone technique from you last time, and I'm already embarrassed. This time I plan to teach you the fire-style Great Fireball technique of our Uchiha family. Let's change it. What do you think? Uchiha Sasuke deeply felt that he was wronged, and his voice was weak as if he had no confidence. Help. It's not that I'm stingy. You also know that every family has the characteristics of every family. Yanglin probably mentioned the characteristics of our Uzumaki bloodline before. Good physique and large amount of chakra. Rasengan is purely supplied by the chakra in the body. If the amount of chakra is not enough, the ninjutsu effect will not be achieved, and the damage to oneself will be very severe. If you have this kind of time to waste energy on Rasengan, you might as well refine your Great Fireball technique. Also, the Sharingan unique to your Uchiha clan. Speaking of Sharingan, Uzumaki Naruto couldn't help looking into Sasuke's eyes. I heard that these eyes can get more powerful pupil skills as they evolve. Uzumaki Naruto is really curious. Uchiha Sasuke paused for a few seconds after hearing the words, then nodded slightly. What you said is indeed reasonable, but I'm a little anxious. Then let's wait in the tower rest area now. There's still a few days before we can enter the next assessment. Naruto nods. The two walked towards the rest area. When we came to the rest area, Akamaru seemed to be in a bad state, shivering in Inuzuka's arms. What's going on here? Naruto came to Hinata's side and asked suspiciously. Naruto-kun. Feeling the hot body beside her, Hyuga Hinata blushed slightly. Naruto. Akamaru felt fear from that person. I think the other party is a ruthless character. Following Inuzuka, Ya's eyes signaled. Uzumaki Naruto looked not far away. It was the Sunagakure ninja with an indifferent face and a gourd on his back. The kid with no eyebrows. Vortex Naruto thought for a moment. As early as the reminder from Nine Tails, Uzumaki Naruto knew that Sunagakure's Gaara was a Jinchūriki with a tailed beast in his body, just like himself. Moreover, the tailed beast in the opponent's body seems to be incompatible with Nine Tails. As if feeling the attention of everyone, Gaara also turned his head to Uzumaki Naruto and others. When I saw that someone was able to pass through the Death Forest to the central tower at the same speed as them, Gaara's face suddenly showed a hint of excitement. The bloodshot eyes and lustful eyes immediately made Uzumaki Naruto feel uncomfortable. He suddenly remembered the scene when he first met Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. This look is like seeing prey. However, Gaara is different from Orochimaru. Orochimaru is a tempter full of wisdom, while Gaara is more like a ferocious beast. This is the difference between a hunter and a beast treating its prey. Naruto, it seems that one-tailed Jinchūriki has a big prejudice against you. Nine Tails was vigilant. Now the 8-sign seal cannot be lifted, and the power I can use for you is very little. I just don't know how much power the opponent can use now. I think you should pay attention. That kid is very dangerous. Danger? Dangerous is good. Uzumaki Naruto thinks for a moment. He is very familiar with people like Gaara. The other party can change into this man-eating appearance. It must be related to the crowding out of the village. However, he is different from himself. He seems unable to control his personal emotions and is controlled by hatred. If once he completely erupts this ominous emotion, run away? Uzumaki Naruto suddenly remembered the question about Jinchūriki mentioned by Ninetales before. Once Jinchūriki goes berserk, it will be a very scary thing. Big Fox, I have a solution. Audience, what the hell can you do? Your solution will undoubtedly be to let Gaara go berserk and wreak havoc on Konoha Village. Despicable. The ninjas of Konoha Village are on pins and needles. Even if it's just watching a movie, no one wants to see themselves or their family members die on the sidelines in front of them. This feeling of knowing what the other party wants to do, but being helpless is simply a kind of mental torture. Anoki. Sure enough, Uzumaki Naruto found the key point of implementing the plan. Terumi Mei. Now I don't know how Naruto angered Gaara, but I remember Gaara was defeated by Sasuke. Fourth Raikage. This kind of thing should be easy to operate. After all, Gaara's emotions are inherently unstable. Orochimaru. Haha. It seems that the plan I wanted to implement but failed to implement. I have to rely on Naruto-kun to help me realize it. I really want to see Sarutobi-sensei wearing the painful South Island calendar. Chapter 64. The third preliminaries? Gaara, it's up to you in the race Chūnin exam venue above the stands. Uzumaki Naruto couldn't express his feelings at this moment. Is the self in the black frame really the villain who wants to destroy the village? Uzumaki Naruto is constantly trying to ask and answer for himself. The self over there treats the homeless and bullied compatriots not only to fight for the other party, it is to help with practical actions. Treat Uchiha Sasuke. Treat Haruno Sakura. He is also very generous. Only, he was full of anger towards the villagers of Konoha Village. Correct. Suddenly, Uzumaki Naruto seemed to realize the other party's true heart. Uzumaki Naruto in the Black Frame world is a typical person who dares to love and hate. He doesn't care about anyone's opinions and opinions. He only needs to feel through practical actions. As for evaluation, go with the wind. Waiting for the arrival of other teams in a few days. Uzumaki Naruto is still refining the spiritual chakra. This battle with Orochimaru made him realize that there are still many things he doesn't know about the ninja world. Unknown ninjutsu, unknown special ability. For example, Orochimaru transformed into a snake form, which makes Uzumaki Naruto not quite understand. At least he feels that the behavior of the other party is not like a normal human being. Naruto, when are you going to try to stir up Kid Sunegakure's mania? Ninetales is very curious and looking forward to it. How many years? It feels like it has finally met a normal Jinchūriki. Originally, Ninetales imagined that after breaking through the seal, he would kill all directions in Konoha Village. But it's much better now. Uzumaki Naruto is such a wise head, and he can save a lot of effort. Then you have to wait for the opportunity. You can't let him run away quietly alone. At least there must be applauding audiences. 9331. Uzumaki Naruto laughs. By the way, he looks at the Ninetales behind the gate. I also hope that his rampage time can be longer. To give me enough time to go to 3rd Hokage's house and the archives and scroll storage in the Hokage building to get the materials I want. Hey, this kid. Ninetales is taken aback. Uzumaki Naruto not only wants revenge, but also becomes a robber. You don't want to wash the leaves and run away. Don't make trouble. That's so boring. Unless my strength is really invincible, I will just swagger and don't care about their hateful eyes. Based on my current level, I'm swaggering to be a rebellious ninja? Is it stupid? Not only Konoha Village, but also the guys who miss you will not chase me all over the ninja world. I want to find out a way to remove the 8-sign seal and completely remove the seal that binds you. Hearing this, Ninetales froze suddenly. I used to think about how to break the seal and tear Uzumaki Naruto apart every day. But with long-term contact, it almost forgot about lifting the seal. The 8-sign seal left by my father. I think I should be able to find the corresponding unsealing method in the archive room of the ninjutsu scroll in Konoha Village. 1. Also, if you're not here, then go to the office and stay at home for the purpose of third generation. That's right. Naruto's eyes shot several times. I guess there must be a lot of good things in third Hokage's house. This kid, he's really cruel. No wonder looking for Gaara to destroy Konoha Village. This one hand borrowed a knife to kill people, and others helped him to take the blame, and he enjoyed watching the play from the sidelines. This kind of scheming is what makes Uzumaki Naruto truly terrifying. You think you're very powerful and prestige. Maybe Uzumaki Naruto deliberately induced you to do it. Being taken advantage of without knowing it is the saddest thing. Speaking of the unblocking of the 8th sign seal, Nine-Tails slowly sat up. Are you really sure you want to unblock me? I said, I want to tear you apart. By the way, the reason why I act like I'm on good terms with you is actually to confuse you and make you relax your vigilance. It's just to wait for the day when the seal will be unblocked to tear you apart and then regain your freedom. Nine-Tails' tone became hasty. Aren't you afraid of death? Uzumaki Naruto, who was sitting cross-legged, didn't even look back after hearing this. Facing Nine-Tails from the back, a voice rang out. Of course I'm afraid. Who in the world would hate that their tails are long enough? Also, I still have so many unfinished ideas. But the conversation turned sharply. Naruto turned his head slightly and looked sideways at Nine-Tails. But if I don't remove the 8th sign seal from my body, I can't exert my own strength to the maximum. 8th sign seal will eat away most of my chakra, and my ability sealing will be seriously affected. Furthermore, as time goes by, the effect of the 8th sign seal will become weaker and weaker, and it will not affect you from breaking through the seal. At this point, Uzumaki Naruto smiled. Occasionally, life requires a big gamble. If you really tear me apart at that time, it will prove that my ability has come to an end. What a state of mind in mind. For a moment, everyone was shocked by the conversation between Uzumaki Naruto and Nine-Tails. There is no such thing as emotion. Uzumaki Naruto didn't blame Nine-Tails for tearing him apart at this point. Didn't tell Nine-Tails, both sides have been together for so long. Shouldn't they be attached to each other? No, Uzumaki Naruto didn't mention all these things that should have been said. His choice is to let Nine-Tails choose by its own will. His choice is to respect the path chosen by Tailed Beast himself. Snort, do you know what I hate about you so much? This is the feeling of being manipulated by you. I don't want you to really die, and I will be sealed in someone else's body. With those mentally handicapped ninjas, I will go crazy. Nine-Tails' lazy voice sounded. Uzumaki Naruto laughed. I didn't handle you well. Besides, you are a dignified Nine-Tails who can handle you. Whoa, this kid's mouth is really powerful. I can't hold it back. I'm very happy to be praised, but I can't show it. It's good that you know I'm a dignified Nine-Tails. And to tell you the truth, damn 4th generation. When your lovely old man sealed me, he only sealed half of my chakra. The remaining other half, he was sealed in Shinigami's body together with himself. Shinigami? Uzumaki Naruto was stunned after hearing this. Although there are strange and intelligent tailed beasts in this world, there are also very summoning dogs like Akamaru. No matter how you look at it, this is a well-regulated human world. How could a Shinigami suddenly pop up? Hey, there are Shinigami. Will there be ghosts? Thinking of the ghost, Naruto couldn't help but shiver a few times. He was really afraid of that thing. Then how do I know? I'm just telling you. If we have a way to get my other half chakra back from your father, you will be stronger. And according to my seal memories, your father should have given the key to the 8th sign seal to his teacher. It is one of the Sannin who I told you before, as famous as Orochimaru. I remember that kid is called Jiraiya. Audience. If Uzumaki Naruto in that world doesn't have any skills, then his greatest skill is to be able to control people's hearts. That's Nine-Tails, the legendary absolute disaster Nine-Tails. In front of him, the domesticated ones are like dogs carried by Inuzuka Taba. Our Inuzuka family domesticated ninja dogs, and Uzumaki Naruto directly domesticated Nine-Tails? Why do I feel that the other party is more obedient than my Akamaru, Haruno Sakura, And Nine Tails really poured out their heart and soul to Naruto, and they didn't hide anything they knew. Yamanaka Ino, didn't you realize something? Nine Tails used to want to scold fourth Hokage just now, but he changed his words because he was afraid that Naruto would be dissatisfied. Jiraiya, ha, it looks like it's my turn to play soon. I'm really excited. I don't know what beautiful encounter I will have with Naruto in the other world. Orochimaru, hee, you are still the same. You are so stupid. You don't need to be so excited. I think Naruto-kun will also find you to unblock Nine Tails. Tsunade, when Jiraiya is also domesticated by Uzumaki Naruto like Nine Tails. Shimura Dans, if Uzumaki Naruto really unblocks Nine Tails, it will be a disaster for Konoha. Anyway, if Konoha Village in the world over there is destroyed by Uzumaki Naruto, it will be Hiruzen and Hiruzen's apprentices. Sarutobi Hiruzen was shocked. What did this blame man learn to tirelessly throw away the blame? That doesn't fit Danzo's identity. Naruto. At this moment, Uchiha Sasuke's voice reached Naruto's ears. The time for the Death Forest trial has come. All the teams that passed the assessment have gathered in the front hall. Let's go there together. Hearing the sound, Uzumaki Naruto nodded. For him, the most important thing right now is not to pass the Chūnin exam before him and smile. Things like plans don't rush for a while. After all, this is not a joke. When we come to the martial arts arena in the front hall, everyone is lined up vertically according to the team. Naruto found that there are 7 groups of 21 people who passed the Death Forest exam. Original number 100 candidates were almost eliminated by 4/5. Next, Lord Third Hokage will introduce the content of the second round of the Chūnin selection exam. Enko shouts loudly. Sarutobi Hiruzen coughed and took a few steps forward. Uzumaki Naruto scans around the Chūnin standing behind him. They're the Chūnin in charge of each team. It's just that the familiar breath immediately caught Naruto's attention. He looked to the far right of the team, a guy who represented In Village as Chūnin. Fair skin, orange pupils like snake eyes. I'm dizzy. Isn't that guy Orochimaru? Why did he become the person in charge of In Village and Chūnin got mixed into the crowd again? By the way, I must have come to see Sasuke. He is really fascinated by Sasuke. Uzumaki Naruto thought that Orochimaru probably had a big problem. In order to get in touch with Sasuke, he didn't hesitate to talk about the other party's revenge. It can be regarded as a bloody expense. It can be seen that he really likes Sasuke. Orochimaru, Jiraiya. By the way, now I want to know, Orochimaru, do you really like girls? Orochimaru, roll egg. Shut your mouth, you womanizer. Jiraiya, don't be so indifferent. We are all third-generation apprentices. Where are the lustful apprentices from? Orochimaru, Naruto-kun is really a smart person, but when he comes to me, he starts to play dumb. Tsunade, he's not pretending to be stupid. What do you think about him? Recognize your identity, and then tell the old man on the podium. Orochimaru is here. Anoki, I think he's playing dumb. He must have guessed that Orochimaru has other purposes, so I sat and watched him act. Terumi Mei, unfortunately, this play has to be performed in real life. Unlike us, we can watch it while drinking tea. Sarutobi Hiruzen is talking with a bong in his mouth, talking about the origin of the Chūnin exam. To put it bluntly, on the one hand, it is to test the level of ninjas in the village, and on the other hand, it is to detect the level of ninjas in the allied country ninja village. However, the most important point is to show one's own ability to win the favor of the big names and dignitaries of various countries in the ninja world. They will give more delegated tasks. Okay, now for the preliminaries for the third Chūnin exam. Ahem. After Sarutobi Hiruzen finished his speech, Moonlight Hate came out with a sick body. He is the invigilator of this exam. Uzumaki Naruto. Help! Look at that man. Why does he feel like he's going to die at such a young age? I don't know. How could such a person be a referee? Sasuke was also puzzled, and others are dissatisfied with this sudden qualifier. We all came here through life and death. What is the sudden qualifier? However, in the face of everyone's dissatisfaction, Kwang Gaifeng let out a few soft 5.7 coughs. Your Excellency, third generation, said it just now. There will be a lot of celebrities watching on the day of the Chūnin exam. They don't have time to wait for so many people to compete in pairs. However, Moonlight Hiate's words made Akito Uzumaki frown on the spot. He finally understands the essence of this preliminaries. The real purpose of this so-called preliminaries is to keep some outstanding genin to perform for celebrities from all over the world on the day of the finals. It turns out that while we are ninjas desperately, there are a group of people looking at us like monkeys. Uzumaki Naruto muttered inwardly. It looks like the main match will be after the qualifiers. At that time, there will be big names from various countries and celebrities from all walks of life to watch us fight desperately. In order to win their approval and then issue a commission to Ninja Village, Naruto shook his head, finally set his sights on Gaara. Brother, you must make it to the finals, and I will see your performance then. Nanny? Uzumaki Naruto is crazy. He is really crazy. He actually wanted to ignite Gaara's anger in front of the big names and celebrities from all over the world. The ninjas in Konoha Village's eyes jumped out of shock at the thought of Shuzuru appearing at the venue of the Chūnin exam. If a daimyo dies in Konoha Village will be destroyed. Uzuki Shien, it's really disgusting. I used to say that no one wants me, but now I say that the wind is about to sink into the ground. Uzumaki Naruto. Anko, Shien, calm down. Don't draw your sword. Yue Hong. Fortunately, I have relatively few intersections with Naruto. Tsunade, hey, I'm really worried about you. The whole Konoha village has been tricked by that brat. If he really has a complete grasp of Konoha Ghost, he will know you guys will be the end of it. Chapter 65. Hige Hinata. She must be very happy. The third preliminaries of the Chūnin selection exam officially started. The electronic screen on the wall flashes the names of both parties. This time, the method of the exam has finally become a one-on-one test, and the time to test one's ability has come. Uchiha Sasuke took the lead and played first. Without any burden, he easily solved his opponent. The game continues. In the eyes of Uzumaki Naruto, such a duel does not arouse his interest at all. Boring. Haruno Sakura draws with Yamanaka Ino. She wakes up and looks at Naruto apologetically. Uzumaki Naruto also understood the meaning behind the other party's dodging eyes. Even though the two quarreled fiercely, Haruno Sakura couldn't beat Yamanaka Ino. Because she knows that the so-called surpassing Yamanaka Ino, the so-called strength growth, is not at all her own credit. Everything is your own hard work. No one has helped you, and no one can help you. Uzumaki Naruto waved his hand, but the soft response made Haruno Sakura cry bitterly. As time goes on, the number of remaining candidates is getting smaller and smaller. Uzumaki Naruto is a little nervous at this moment. Nimas won't let me and Gaara meet here. It's beyond the plan. He looks at the remaining groups of players. Gaara, Rock Lee, Hyuga Hinata, Hyuga Niji, Inuzuka Kiba, and myself. Finally, the names on the screen were fixed. It was Uzumaki Naruto versus Inuzuka Fawn. Inuzuka Teeth. 1. When seeing Uzumaki Naruto's name, Inuzuka Kiba and Akamaru, one person and one dog suddenly felt dizzy. The experience of the Death Forest is vivid, and one person and one dog can arouse the desire to fight at all. Uzumaki Naruto leaned on the railing of the stand and jumped into the arena. Inuzuka is holding on to the railing with both hands, trembling all over. No, this assessment is one-on-one. Third Hokage just finished speaking that this is a life-threatening examination. If you fight Uzumaki Naruto one-on-one, you'll be killed by him. 26 Wu. Akamaru's low growl also caught Inuzuka's attention. Akamaru, you noticed it too. As expected, surrendering and clinging to life is the right thing to do. Tooth. Why are you standing there in a daze? Come down quickly. Uzumaki Naruto was in a good mood. As long as you don't meet Gaara here, everyone else is fine. Besides, looking at Gaara's appearance, I think none of the remaining people could defeat him. Nice. Everything is moving forward step by step according to the plan. Oh, you wait first. Hearing Naruto calling himself, Injaya said awkwardly. His behavior also aroused the doubts of many in-charge Jonin. Tooth. Yue Hong flashed her beautiful eyes and looked suspiciously at the trembling teeth. What's wrong with you? Are you uncomfortable? Aburame Shino on the side is wanting to laugh, put his hands in his pockets, and forcefully pretended to be indifferent. Chunin exams are sometimes held twice a year. If you don't feel well, don't go to the court. It's all about your body. If you can't pass the problem and get hurt, it's not worth it. Thank you very much, Shino. Inuzuka, you suddenly had a flash of inspiration and immediately showed an uncomfortable look. Mr. Hong, just as Shino said, I have been feeling very uncomfortable since I passed through the forest of death. I abstained from this match. Inuzuka tooth. Hey, what am I doing over there? Why am I so unambitious? Yamanaka Ino. However, it's better than hitting Naruto for half a day and being eliminated by a fart. Haruno Sakura. Besides, you really can't beat that guy over there. Naruto over there is no longer at the same level of strength as we are today. Even describing him as a monster is not an exaggeration. Aburame Shino. It really doesn't make sense. The reality is too different. However, in the crowd, Hyuga Hinata clenched his fists nervously. In the world over there, Naruto in the black frame will definitely not cheer himself up like Naruto in this world. Perhaps the match between myself and Brother Neji will also end very quickly. Why? Hinata sighed leisurely. Kiba, are you injured? Hearing Inuzuka Ya's lame reason, the corners of Hong's mouth twitched slightly in embarrassment. However, as Jinin, who is in charge of the 8th class, she can't admit in public that Inuzuka Kiba chose to admit defeat because he couldn't beat Naruto. Hey, Teacher Hong, I'm sorry. Inuzuka Tooth is dejected, not daring to look directly into Yuhi Kurenai's eyes. Ahem. Moonlight Hate coughed a few times and grabbed Uzumaki Naruto's arm. This competition, the winner is Uzumaki Naruto. Uzumaki Naruto, what happened to Inuzuka Kiba? Was he really injured? When did it happen? I just thought about it once. And Uzumaki Naruto walked slowly towards the stage. Thinking about this kind of thing doesn't make any sense to him. What he wants is to enter the main match with Gaara and try to ensure that I could directly meet Gaara in the main match. There are only 4 groups of 2 left. Uzumaki Naruto just stepped on the ladder to the stands when the next set of opponents appeared. Gaara, Rock Lee. It was the guy who challenged me back then. Uzumaki Naruto looks at the excited Rock Lee. I thought Gaara should have no problem at all. But just as he was thinking and walking behind Hinata, he suddenly felt a sharp gaze from behind. Turning around suddenly, Naruto realized that Hyuga Neji was looking at this side with a wicked smile. Following the other person's gaze, it is Hyuga Hinata who is trembling at the moment. Uzumaki Naruto glances at Neji, then at Hinata. Clap your hands and suddenly realize. Judging from Hyuga Neji's complacent and arrogant expression, Toichi should really want to fight Hyuga Hinata. After all, they're all Hyuga with white eyes. However, from the analysis of Neji's expression, Hinata should not be able to defeat him. And if he defeats Hinata, he will definitely get some benefits. I see. This guy named Hyuga Neji must be Hinata's suitor, but he definitely failed. That's why he showed such an angry and evil look when he met Hinata in the last group. If you can't get it, destroy it? Uzumaki Naruto shook his head. Then it wouldn't make such an evil expression. After thinking about it, Naruto came to Hinata's side and put his hand on Hinata's shoulder lightly. Hinata, I didn't expect you to be the last one to appear on stage. Come on. Feeling the encouragement from Naruto, Hyuga Hinata flushed with embarrassment. Even she didn't have the courage to look back at Naruto. Until feeling the departure of Uzumaki Naruto, Hinata didn't get a respite. However, in the next second, a slightly frightened look appeared on Hyuga Hinata's face. Chakra. The chakra in her body actually exploded. Not only that, but she also felt that her physical fitness has improved a lot. Even because of the fear of being intimidated by Neji's gaze just now, it disappeared inexplicably. Hyuga Hinata was shocked. This kind of thing must have something to do with Naruto slapping himself just now. Uzumaki Naruto gave her strength. This power seems to fill up the gaps in her body and fill up her deficiencies. There is a show. Suddenly, Hinata became full of confidence. With the addition of this power, maybe he can really defeat Neji brother. Nanny? Is this granting the power of the Nine Tails to Hyga Hinata? Judging from Hinata's mental activity, she must have suddenly gained some kind of power. There's no need to guess about this kind of thing. It must be Uzumaki Naruto who passed the chakra of Nine Tails to Hyga Hinata through the slab just now. Rock Lee, it looks like Niji's bad luck this time. Tion, hey, this is simply cheating. Yamanaka Ino, it's really unfair. Why'd he take care of all the female ninjas in the same period, but he didn't take care of me? Haruno Sakura, you can eat indiscriminately, but you can't talk indiscriminately. The two of us fought against each other, and he didn't help me. The previous chakra giving and receiving has long passed the time. Yamanaka Ino, but he guides you spiritually. Haruno Sakura, please, if you ask him, he may not guide you. Yamanaka Ino, I'm just not convinced. Why should I stick to him? And he doesn't give me any benefits, but he gives you. Hyga Hinata, Haruno Sakura. In the hospital, Hyuga Niji stared at the screen in front of him speechlessly. Before the movie viewing system came, he had just talked with Hyuga Hayashi about his father. I just relieved a lot of my heart, but I saw this scene again. Don't make fun of me, Niji's love. I pursue Hyga Hinata? Still rejected by her? Let's not talk about whether I will pursue Hyga Hinata, but with the character of the other party. Do you know how to write the word rejection? Damn Naruto. Actually thought of me as a heinous young master who committed evil. Hyuga Niji can't laugh or cry. As far as I'm a branch house, am I worthy to be this young master? Etc. Suddenly, Hyuga Niji suddenly remembered how Naruto in the world over there hated Konoha Village. It's just that I don't know what he would think if he knew what happened back then. The battle between Gaara and Rock Lee can be described as twists and turns. It is also the most exciting battle of this assessment. Everyone watching is terrified, especially the power that Rock Lee exploded after opening 8 inner gates made everyone say, impossible. Uzumaki Naruto is naturally more nervous than anyone else. The runaway Rock Lee really punched to the flesh, and Gaara was completely powerless to fight back. Uzumaki Naruto can even see Gaara's frightened and desperate expression. My old man from 3rd generation. Uzumaki Naruto prayed frantically in his heart. Gaara, hold on to the goddamn you. Who would have imagined that this guy who looks unique except for his eyebrows and hair is so fierce? Fortunately, the side effects of 8 inner gates were too great, and Rock Lee finally lost his leg and lost consciousness, but failed to defeat Gaara. Also, if my guy didn't break the rules and block Gaara's final blow, Rock Lee's life would be here. For in an exam, in order to prove yourself, do you have to explain everything here? Naruto looked at Rock Lee, who was being carried away, and shook his head. Life is not such a cheap thing. Audience, everyone is desperately trying, and this guy is actually here to understand life. Damn it. 040 Uzumaki Naruto of the other world looked too relaxed. Tamari, although he is praying for Gaara, but I would rather Gaara in the other world lose to Watermelon Head. Kankuro, Uzumaki Naruto in the other world is a completely emotionless demon. His silent cruelty is 10,000 times more terrifying than Gaara. Terumi Mei, it's useless, even if Gaara loses to that Rock Lee here. I think with Naruto's character, he will find a way to make him go berserk. Inoki, the best way to be safe is not to be targeted by Uzumaki Naruto over there. Shimura Dan's cold-blooded monster. Tion, hey, even if Shaoli works so hard, can't he be moved a little bit? Hyuga Niji, actually, I think what he said is right. In order to prove himself, Lee opened the 8th gate. If Mr. Guy hadn't arrived in time, he would have died in the hands of Gaara. Dead man, where is the future, especially what Lee is now? It is still unknown what kind of recovery he will be. Rock Lee, Niji, I don't think you should worry about me. I think with Naruto-kun's participation, you may not be Hinata's opponent over there. In the stands of the Chūnin exam venue, the ninjas of Konoha Village have all eyes on Hyga Hinata. Uzumaki Naruto was extremely nervous. He remembered what he had done before. Cheers to Hyga Hinata. Let her not give up. Stand up persistently. However, the results were not satisfactory. The gap between strengths is always something that cannot be changed in reality. let alone something that can be changed just by talking about it. What if Niji really killed Hinata at that time? Uzumaki Naruto didn't dare to think about the consequences if Hinata really died at that time. But if this is the case, then the real murderer of Hyuga Hinata is himself. Can it be changed? Naruto looked at the screen with trembling fists. Can that guy's method really make things develop in a better direction? The third preliminaries of the Chūnin selection exam, the last duel. Moonlight Galewind said with all his strength, Hyuga Hinata. Hyuga Niji. Both parties please play. Hyuga Hinata's emotions reached a tense peak. Not only nervous, Hinata at this time is also excited and doesn't know how to express her heart. Naruto from a world over there even offered to help him. Perhaps the self in this world does not enjoy such treatment, but Hyuga Hinata is full of happiness because of the self in the other world. She looked at the screen seriously with clear white eyes. It doesn't matter if you really lose. No, I will definitely not lose. This is the power given by Mr. Naruto. How can I lose? Chapter 66. I'm very strong. Don't dive in. Gourd baby Hinata's opponent is Niji. This battle is too difficult for her. I'm afraid that the other party will retaliate against him now. Inazuka Fong looks solemn. His words stunned Uzumaki Naruto and curiously approached him and asked, "What do you mean?" "Oh, it's Naruto. Don't you know? The relationship between Hyuga, Hinata, and Hyuga Niji. They seem to have a brother-sister relationship, but Hinata is Hyuga's main family, and Niji is the branch house. There seems to be an unresolvable contradiction between the Zong family and the branch house. Is there such a saying? This kind of thing is beyond Uzumaki Naruto's imagination. I didn't expect that there are such rules and regulations in the family. But it's reasonable to think about it. After all, as a family, there must be their own rules, and there are rules that Konoha Village cannot interfere with. Under the signal of Moonlight Gale, the battle between Hinata and Niji is imminent. However, the two of them were not as tense as they had imagined. Hyuga Niji's eyes revealed contempt for Hyuga Hinata. Miss Hinata, you are indeed the eldest lady of the clan. What? Hinata didn't understand what Niji meant. Don't you understand yet? A person's ability will not change, so there will be a difference between the tail of the crane and the elite. Everyone judges the value of others and is judged by others based on various factors such as looks, brains, and abilities. A lot of things can never be changed. Just like you're the master and I am the branch house, the identity can never be changed. Hyuga Niji's chatter made Uzumaki Naruto frown into the word Chuan. Naruto, what's wrong with you? Ninetales asked curiously. No, I just feel that this Hyuga Niji is a little sick. He expressed his dissatisfaction with the Zong family so bluntly. Isn't he afraid of the Zong family's targeting? Uzumaki Naruto can't figure out what is the whole card that can make Hyuga Niji so arrogant. Unless he is already strong enough not to be afraid of the Zong family's targeting. Could it be that he is very strong? So strong that the family members of the clan will support this branch house for him? No, I was thinking too much. If he is really so strong, he would not be able to express his dissatisfaction here. The audience was ashamed, especially Hyuga Niji, who suddenly realized that there was absolutely nothing wrong with what Uzumaki Naruto said. At the beginning, I was really on top. Onoki, I understand what Uzumaki Naruto means too much. 787. He must mean that if he is the head of the Hyuga family, kill Yumu Niji. Fourth Raikage, I believe this guy can really pull off. Terumi Mei, he clearly meant that Hyuga Niji's performance was stupid and he didn't know how to hide it. Luo Sha, this kind of behavior may really bring me trouble. Stupid idiot. The Ziokiang in Konoha Village grinned unwillingly. Hyuga Niji was even more ashamed and hot all over his face. Among all the genins in Konoha Village, most people recognize the existence of Hyuga Niji, the strongest and most gifted genius among them. Even as the branch house of Hyuga, in Niji's eyes, only Uchiha Sasuke, who is also a genius, can be admired by him. Unfortunately, in the world over there, in the eyes of Uzumaki Naruto, Hyuga Niji is just an idiot? Several people looked at each other and then sighed softly. Hey, even Niji is an idiot, then we may not even be considered human beings in the eyes of Naruto in the world over there. However, in the face of Hyuga Niji's chatter, Hyuga Hinata was shocked. She found that at this time, she didn't care about everything Hyuga Niji said. It doesn't matter whether it's at the end of the crane or it can't be changed, even if you say that you will run away in the next second and so on. Nowadays, it is not worth mentioning in front of Hyuga Hinata. Sure enough, all this is because of Naruto-kun's help. Hinata's little heart is beating wildly because Hyuga Hinata is very smart. The reason why she doesn't feel any pressure from Niji is that she believes that her current level is completely capable of fighting with Hyuga Niji in front of her and even defeating him. All this is due to Uzumaki Naruto. It's useless to talk too much, brother Niji. Let the two of us finish the game quickly. Hyuga Hinata rolled his eyes instantly, and he was already in a fighting stance. However, her behavior surprised Niji. Impossible. With her character, how can she withstand my spiritual devastation? But since Hyuga Hinata has already put on a fighting stance, Niji has no choice but to open his eyes and put on a fighting stance as well. That's Hinata. Inazuka Kiba was dumbfounded. Even Akamaru in his arms stared coldly. Yuahong was also extremely surprised, but he had heard about Hyuga Niji from my guy. The opponent is an absolute genius in the Hyuga clan. Hinata, Yuihong's eyes are full of worry. What's the reason for you to suddenly be like this? Bang, bang, bang. Hinata and Niji, gentle fist kept colliding, leaving continuous light sounds in the air. The attack of the two with both offense and defense also caused the chakra between the palms to fly around. However, as time goes by, Hyuga Niji is getting more and more wrong. Hyuga Hinata's palm style actually surpassed his own, and the heavy palm technique made it very difficult for him to catch it. Damn it, what happened? Niji is terrified. Is this still the Hyuga Hinata I know? No, impossible. What exactly did she do? Boom. Another slap hit. Hinata hit Niji's arm right in the middle. Not good. Hyuga Niji's heart tightened. He clearly felt that a certain chakra meridian in himself was blocked. However, the momentary sluggishness caused Hyuga Niji to encounter a greater crisis. Hyuga Hinata followed closely and hit Hyuga Niji with several palms. Gentle fist. The blows are originally the internal organs of the body. With this palm, no matter who you are, you will suffer heavy losses. Wow! A mouthful of blood spurts out of Niji's mouth. How come? Might Guy, Kakashi, and Asuma were taken aback at the same time. Since they became Chūnin, they have a little understanding of other classes. At least for the fact that Hinata was able to beat Niji to vomit blood and kill them. They would not believe it. Hinata. Even the teammates of the 8th class can't believe that this is something Hinata can do. Boom! With another light palm, Hyuga Hinata knocked Hyuga Niji back a few meters. But looking at the injured Hyuga Niji in front of him, Hinata's pupils trembled a few times unbearably. I'm sorry, brother Niji. I have a reason why I can't lose. Hinata tries to control her trembling arms as much as possible. About hurting Niji, she didn't want it, but she knew very well that her power was given by Uzumaki Naruto. The other party's meaning is obvious. They are afraid that they will lose to the other party. They are afraid that they will be hurt. So absolutely can't lose. Hey, Naruto, spiritual world, Ninetales suddenly asked with interest. Do you like this little girl from Hyuga's family? Naruto was taken aback. I don't hate her. I think she's quite cute. No wonder you will give my chakra to that little girl. So you have taken a fancy to her. Of course, she is very important to me. Uzumaki Naruto said calmly. Not only her, but also these new generation of ninjas. They are all important existences of each family. If I want to control Konoha Village, they will all play a very important role in the future. Really? What you said seems to make sense. Ninetales' half-knowledge made Naruto shrug his shoulders slightly. Big Fox, you have to remember that I am very friendly to our own people. Of course, I mean my own people. Despicable. CGFF. The dialogue between Uzumaki Naruto and Ninetales once again made the ninja world fry. Since Naruto intends to take Konoha Village into his own hands, everyone is still wondering what he wants to do. Unexpectedly, the other party has already started to act. Anoki, awesome. I didn't expect this kid to think so far. He actually understood that if he wants to control Konoha, he must first control the major families. Fourth Reikage. There is indeed no problem with this step, but now Naruto's contemporaneity has not yet reached the point where the family can speak. Terumi may. Sooner or later, they will succeed the family as the patriarch. At that time, it will not be the same as Uzumaki Naruto. Orochimaru. Is it just a matter of time? It's too early for 12-year-old Naruto-kun to take control of Konoha. Uchiha Fugaku. His greatness lies in laying all the foundations first while he is getting stronger, and then it will just be a matter of waving his hands. Shimura Dans. I'm so funny. Do you really think the senior management and elders of our Konoha village are all free? Yakushi Kabuto. Based on my understanding of Naruto over there, if you old guys object, there's only one word for the end. Die. Above the stands, Uzumaki Naruto's contemporary ninja couldn't help swallowing. Uzumaki Naruto in the world over there is much scarier than they imagined. Inuzuka Tooth. Damn it, is this uncle going to be Uzumaki Naruto's running dog? I'm really upset. Aburame Shino. Yin, this is watching movies. Look at the real you in the world over there, and you have begun to develop in the direction of Naruto's brother. Inuzuka Tooth. Nonsense, the younger brother of Naruto in the world over there is obviously Uchiha Sasuke. Yamanaka Ino. It's over. I think in the world over there, Uzumaki Naruto doesn't have to do anything. I have already fallen. Haruno Sakura. Ugh. What use can I be? Nara Shikamaru. Actually, if Naruto over there can really make everyone's lives better, everything doesn't matter. Akimichi Chai. Hey, can you please stop talking? Hinata has passed out. Poor Hyuga Hinata. Several people turn their attention to Hinata naturally. They see that Hinata in the other world also likes Uzumaki Naruto. Maybe I heard the other party say that I am very important, and I passed out from excitement for a while. However, the other party is also using all of them. Haruno Sakura and Yamanaka Ino looked at each other, looking at each other in distress. Are we over there so sad? Not necessarily. After all, Naruto over there is really good to his own people. The battle between Hinata and Neji is over. Hyuga Neji was lying on a stretcher in disbelief. As a genius, he lost to Hyuga Hinata. What exactly is this for? However, if you lose, you lose. No matter what you say, it will be so pale and powerless. The third preliminaries of the Chūnin selection exam are over, because there is time for the big names and celebrities from all over the world to watch the battle. Zhonglian is scheduled for 1 month later. However, the grouping situation made Uzumaki Naruto frown. His opponent is not Gaara, but Hyuga Hinata. Gaara's opponent is tossed from Inin Village. During the main competition, what will happen if the contestants don't show up? Does anyone want to have a bye or change the battle table? Uzumaki Naruto asked Moonlight Hate. This, Jinin, the person in charge of each team, heard the words and immediately understood what Uzumaki Naruto meant. After all, there is a month's interval in between, and no one can guarantee what will happen. Some people even use dirty means to eliminate their opponents within this month in order to win. Naruto, Kakashi was about to ask a question, but Naruto laughed and said, I want to fight the gourd man who defeated the watermelon head. I think he is quite powerful. However, as soon as these words came out, Gaara's sharp eyes suddenly shot at Uzumaki Naruto. He also remembered that this guy was the only one who scared the opponent into surrender without even making a move. Uzumaki Naruto. Gaara's dull voice resounded, and his face was full of excitement. I also want to tear you apart. However, the dialogue between the two caused Toss dissatisfaction. He immediately approached Uzumaki Naruto's face. What are you? Why should you compete with me? As Orochimaru's subordinate, Toth's ambition is not inferior to anyone else. His goal this time is to defeat Gaara and all opponents until he can defeat Orochimaru. Unfortunately, what greeted him was a heavy punch. Boom! Uzumaki Naruto punched Toss in the wall with one punch, and the strength was so great that he punched the opponent's body into the wall. I really hate people talking in my face. things that don't open your eyes. Uzumaki Naruto glanced fiercely at toss in the wall. Regardless of the shock of the others, he turned his face aside and smiled. Sorry, I didn't suppress the anger in my heart for a while and solve Gaara's opponent. Look at this. I admit defeat. Suddenly, Hyuga Hinata twitched and said, I surrender. I won't fight Naruto-kun. In this way, Naruto-kun will be in a group with Gaara. Hinata. Seeing this, Uzumaki Naruto praised Hinata for being well-behaved and sensible. I thank you so much. You are such a good person. I will treat you to dinner later. Hyuga Hinata's pretty face instantly turned into a monkey's A. Seeing this, Inuzuka Fong hurriedly smiled and said, That's just right. Let's go with the ninjas of the same period. It's time to celebrate. Konoha Village thought about it for a while and nodded one after another. That's okay. Let's share my practice experience, by the way. Just as everyone was leaving, Uzumaki Naruto suddenly stopped, turned his head and glanced at Gaara indifferently. Boy, work hard this month. I'm very strong. Don't be killed by me. Chapter 67. On the means of teasing, I didn't expect you to be the master good guy. What nice guy. On the black frame screen, people can see Gaara angrily trying to tear Uzumaki Naruto apart on the spot. What is Naruto doing? He was provoking Gaara on purpose. Before, the content of the white frame has given the audience a certain understanding of all the content. Looking back at the ninja world in the black frame, they all have a certain degree of psychological preparation. Gaara obviously belongs to the kind of person who can't suppress his emotions, is easily impulsive and bloodthirsty. And the Inying village ninja Toss, who was killed by Uzumaki Naruto, was also very ambitious and proud. Uzumaki Naruto deliberately said that he wanted to fight Gaara, ignoring Gaara in order to arouse the other party's unhappy emotions and make trouble for himself. He killed Toss on the spot before everyone reacted. Also, Uzumaki Naruto has been observing Junin Orochimaru, who is in charge of Oto Geikure. Although it is not clear what the opponent is planning, seeing Orochimaru's behavior of leaving after watching Sasuke's game, it is easy to infer that Toss has no place in Orochimaru's heart at all. Even if Toss is killed, the other party will not say a word for him. All that's left is Hyuga Hinata, and that's easy. Even if Hyuga Hinata did not express his willingness immediately, Uzumaki Naruto will definitely be able to convince the opponent to give up the game within this month. If things go on like this, in the main match 1 month later, Uzumaki Naruto's opponent will naturally become Gaara, and the competition between the two of them was the first competition. For PG off Gaara, just imagine, Gaara wants to tear Uzumaki Naruto to pieces right now. Based on everyone's understanding of Gaara, during this month, Gaara was dissatisfied with Konoha Village's search for Uzumaki Naruto, and his emotional control was already in place. Not to mention the irritability that had been suppressed for more than a month broke out in the race. It's scary to think about it. Senju Tobarama. And the most important point, when the main match, Gaara broke out and found that he couldn't beat Uzumaki Naruto. What will happen to him? Inoki, using the power of the tailed beast in the body, turning into a crane to tear Uzumaki Naruto into pieces. Senju Tobarama. Hey, where are the monkeys? Monkeys. As long as the people of Konoha Village can discover the abnormality of Uzumaki Naruto or the abnormality of Gaara within this month's time, the disaster can be prevented. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sensei, you should know what we are busy with this month, right? We are all wary of Orochimaru. Tsunade. This must be a lie. Why is the Naruto kid in the world over there so scary? I don't want to come back to be 5th Hokage. I'm afraid I will become his pet after I come back. Uzumaki Kushina. Look at what Sister Tsunade said. How is it possible? Naruto over there is not a devil. Isn't this a devil? If he is attacked by the devil, wouldn't the whole ninja world be played by him between applause? However, Uzumaki Naruto in the stands at the venue thought otherwise. The guy did again. With the way he handled it, Hyuga Hinata was not in any danger to his life. Although Hyuga didn't say what happened that year, but after this failure, he should think about his own thoughts. Of course, for the Hyuga clan, the self in the world over there has already started planning. If he can really control Konoha Village, problems like Niji may no longer be a problem. Uzumaki Naruto kept adjusting his complex mood of being shocked and subverted. Sasuke doesn't seem to have any interest in Orochimaru anymore. That guy doesn't need to go after Sasuke. Maybe you can't even beat them. Uzumaki Naruto wrinkled his nose. It's completely incomparable. Konoha Village in the evening. Hyuga, Hinata, and Uzumaki Naruto are walking on the road. This time, she has to thank Uzumaki Naruto. Including the time when the other party helped him when he was a child, this is already the second time that he has helped him a lot at a critical moment. It's just that, at the critical moment, Hyuga Hinata could only blushed, unable to speak because of nervousness. Hinata, you said you have something to do with me. We have been walking for a long time. Why don't you say a word? Uzumaki Naruto naturally guessed the opponent's mind, and it must be to thank himself for helping her defeat Hyuga Neji. Hinata is rubbing her little hands. Her legs are going to go limp from nervousness. By the way, what happened to you and Neji before? You are both of the same clan. Why does he hate the clan so much? In order to avoid embarrassment, Uzumaki Naruto intends to find a topic at random. Hyuga Hinata heard the words. Her blushing face looked a lot more lonely. Because she told Uzumaki Naruto exactly what happened to the Hyuga clan. Uzumaki Naruto's expression suddenly became firm after hearing this. No, this is not right. Where's the strongest ninja village that we Konoha Village promised? Why did the ninjas from Cloud Shinobi Village come to catch their eyes on the excuse of forming an alliance? Is it our Konoha Village's fault that Hyuga killed the other party? Do you want Hyuga Neji's father to be the dead ghost? What kind of bullshit is this? Uzumaki Naruto couldn't accept this matter from the bottom of his heart. Big Fox, did you hear that? I never thought that such a thing would happen to the Hyuga clan. This kind of thing that was supposed to be reasonable on our side was intimidated by the other party and let our own people take the blame. To be honest, I am very disappointed. Nine Tails, the fox is numb. It is very clear that Uzumaki Naruto is the kind of master who does not suffer, and he is absolutely furious when he hears this kind of thing. However, Nine Tails really didn't know how to comfort her, so she simply said, "Anyway, there is still a month left, and I have endured it for so many years. It's been a while. Let's be patient." Black Frame World. Uzumaki Naruto was shocked. The audience watching the movie will feel their scalps go numb, especially Konoha Village. After all, there aren't many things that can shock Uzumaki Naruto. For example, Uchiha extermination, Konoha Village fire while heretics, and our Konoha Village is the #1 village in the ninja world. They're all weird, or in other words, things that are not what they seem to be. Anoki. Poor Naruto. The cognition has been refreshed again. Senju Tobarama. I was watching the movie of our world, and I was angry when I heard Hyuga Neji say this, but I didn't say it at the time. Senju Tobarama. I really can't stand it now. Sarutobi. Come out and explain to me what's going on. Although Senju Tobarama is dissatisfied with Uzumaki Naruto's behavior against Konoha Village in the Black Frame world, it does not mean that he can tolerate these outrageous incidents in Konoha Village. As the second Hokage of Konoha Village, he acts in a matter-of-fact way. As long as Konoha Village is not damaged and you can contribute to the village, you are a good person in his heart. Otherwise, you're the evil guy. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Teacher, the Third Ninja World War just ended, and after Minato became the fourth generation, I didn't expect the Nine Tails Rebellion to occur. In 3 years, the village has not recovered to a certain level of combat power. I really dare not fight with you. There's another war at Cloud Shinobi Village. Shimura Dans. Hiruzen, you are indecisive. You are cowardly. I said to start a war with them. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Teacher, think about it. Once there's a war, more people will die. I made big things into small things in order to give the village a certain amount of time to develop. Orochimaru, for years later, the Uchiha family is gone. You know, it would be better to fight Cloud Shinobi Village and die on the battlefield. Senju Tobarama. Senju Tobarama. I'm speechless right now. Brotherine, please tell me a few words. Senju Hashirama. Nanny, what did you just say? Could it be that Madara is not convinced and wants to fight with me? Uchiha Madara. Hashira. Have you already started to escape? This is what you call not letting anyone hurt the village, not even your family. Orochimaru. First Hokage, if it doesn't work, I'll get you out of the dirt. How about you kill Sarutobi teacher on the spot? Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shut up. Traitor. Don't say a few words and no one will treat you as dumb. Uzumaki Naruto didn't know what to say after learning what happened to Hyuga. But he knows that in this world, there are too many unfair things. If people don't experience something, they won't have empathy. Sure enough, in the face of any injustice, you still have to bear it silently and urge yourself to work hard. Only becoming stronger is the only spiritual harbor. Uzumaki Naruto shakes his head with a wry smile. By the way, in Urudoken, at this time, Hinata flushed again. Thanks to you this time, I can avoid being humiliated in front of everyone. Thank you very much. Hinata bows deeply to Naruto. Naruto hastily grabbed her arm and helped her up. You are still excellent. I just patted you lightly, and you can feel the changes in your body. Besides, you fought the battle yourself, and the credit naturally belongs to you. It's not. Obviously, you are Naruto-kun. Hyuga Hinata doesn't dare to be greedy for credit. Seeing Naruto's politeness, she immediately expresses her attitude. The humble look is interesting. Uzumaki Naruto shook his head. Especially remembering how timid she was when she saw her at first, Naruto smiled and said, You, anywhere is fine. Kindness and beauty, SX. Only this kind of timid character that dare not express suppresses your ability. If you can become more confident, I think you can become even better. Besides, Uzumaki Naruto's eyes reveal infinite expectations. You are the eldest lady of the wealthy Hyuga family. That is an existence comparable to a queen. The more confident you are, the more dazzling the light on your body can illuminate the Hyuga family. Even the entire ninja world. Female queen. The moment he heard Naruto's words, Hyuga Hinata's heart was pierced by a sharp arrow. The pervasive sense of happiness made her unable to extricate herself. She never imagined that she was such a superior existence in the eyes of Uzumaki Naruto. Of course, the premise is that you have enough self-confidence. Show your own infinite light. Hyuga Hinata was elated by Naruto's words, and at the same time he was so happy, he summoned up his courage and said, Naruto-kun, I will keep your words firmly in my heart. I will definitely not let you down. However, Uzumaki Naruto shook his finger. You are excellent in yourself. It is my honor that you are willing to be my friend. Your changes are all for your own bright future. Right. Oh my god. Everyone knows that Uzumaki Naruto in the Black Frame world has a sweet mouth since he was a child. However, they have never seen someone who can use such language to encourage a person. In order to make Hyuga Hinata more confident, he directly compares Hyuga Hinata to a queen. Hyuga Hinata already liked Uzumaki Naruto. Even if he didn't like Naruto at first, he would be conquered by his sweet-mouthed and humble attitude. For a while, the female ninjas in the entire ninja world were so envious that they almost became nympho. Kurumi-me? Oh, that kid is so handsome. I started to itch when I heard it. Tsunade, ahem, is it still itchy? Yamanaka Ino. My god, Uzumaki Naruto said that. Who can bear it? Let alone Hinata, who has no immunity to him. Haruno Sakura. It's over. Hyuga Hinata is really going to have Uzumaki Naruto in his hands this time. Hyuga Hayashi. In the world over there, is it possible that our Hyuga clan is really about to change? Uzumaki Kushina. Hey, let me say Hayashi. We all know that you're old-fashioned and stubborn, but don't speak so harshly. What is changing the sky can only be said to be better and better. Temari. Damn Uzumaki Naruto. He is really too cunning. Even I almost fell into a trance, but he uses Gaara to achieve his own goals, and I will never allow it. Hatake Kakashi. Combined with Intimate Heaven, I suddenly realized that men with sweeter mouths are very popular. Jiraiya. Who would have thought that that kid would be a genius at flirting with girls? Chapter 68. Orochimaru. Naruto-kun. Don't worry, you won't be fighting alone. Countdown for 1 month. Uzumaki Naruto will definitely not let go of this period of practice. Last time, he still remembered something about chakra nature transformation. After dinner, he plans to go to the relevant ninja shop to find test strips for testing chakra attributes. Bang bang. Uzumaki Naruto was about to clear the table when he heard knocking on his window. As expected of a ninja, he never walks the right way. Looking up, the person outside is Uchiha Sasuke. Help! What's up? Uzumaki Naruto opens the window and looks at Sasuke. Generally, this guy never looks for him, so he must have something to do today. Kakashi asked me to practice. Do you want to come together? Uchiha Sasuke explained the purpose of coming straight to the point. However, it was rejected by Uzumaki Naruto. It's rare that Mr. Kakashi has done a personnel matter. You go, I have other things to be busy. Sasuke nodded in understanding when he heard the words, and then fled away. Hatake Kakashi. Am I really that unsightly? Hirano Sakura. Almost. Uzumaki Naruto. Never taught me anything anyway. Hatake Kakashi. Didn't you learn my 1,000 years of death? That's the mystery of taijutsu. Uzumaki Naruto. Bah, who doesn't know that kind of thing? How can it be said that the cost is low? Stay until Sasuke has just left. The voice of Nine Tails rang out from Naruto's mind. Naruto, there is something I must explain to you. For the sake of face, it was impossible to tell Uzumaki Naruto about Sharingan's other abilities, even if he was killed. But seeing that Naruto didn't take any precautions against Sasuke, Nine Tails was really worried. I think you still need to pay attention to that kid from the Uchiha family. 397. Nine Tails' words caught Naruto in a daze, and he asked, slightly incomprehensible, "What's wrong with Sasuke? Isn't he just like me?" And the thing he pretends in his heart is to become stronger and take revenge. However, Nine Tails' huge head rocks back and forth. He does, but what I want to say is something about his Sharingan. Sharingan, you can actually control the tail beast. In an instant, Uzumaki Naruto fell silent. The face becomes extremely ugly. I rely on you, immortal, to say such an important thing now? Puff. Uzumaki Naruto's sudden sluggish appearance made everyone laugh. It's always been a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch him scheme against others. Anoki, it's over, it's exposed. Terumi Mei, it's over, Uchiha is in danger. Fourth Raikage, help, take off your Sharingan and let me take a look. Kankuro, help, I'm looking at this Sharingan for fun, I want it. Temari, Kankuro, what are you doing here? Why are you joining in the fun? Did you forget that he was plotting against Gaara? Uchiha Sasuke, although the incident happened suddenly and the group was flustered, Naruto still looked calm and composed in front of Nine Tails. Big Fox, let's stroke it. I finally understand the ins and outs of the matter. Recalling what Sasuke said just now, Naruto felt strange. The sun is coming out from the west. The lazy man Hatake Kakashi actually asked to take Sasuke to practice. Also, when they were divided into classes, the first and second in the class, and the top student, Hirano Sakura, were grouped together. As Inazuka said, Irika is biased. No wonder I'm very surprised. We have a team of 4, and all the Sharingans of the whole village are here. I see the meaning above is to make Kakashi and Sasuke look at me. I'm afraid you and my body will run amok, so I can use Sharingan to control you. Clever. No matter how big the crisis is, Uzumaki Naruto's calm attitude remains unchanged. Even, he can analyze the whole story very quickly. It's a pity that this kind of brain is not used for business. Senju Tobarama, hey. Uzumaki Naruto, kid, I really don't know what to say. If fourth Hokage is not dead, if he is not excluded, and Sarutobi doesn't train him as a future Hokage, I will be anxious with him. Orochimaru, second generation, it's too late to say these things now. You should still look forward to the Chūnin exam in a month's time. Rude organization. Shimura Dans looked scornful. A teacher's choice is always wrong. Uzumaki Naruto, the brat, shows off because he has a little analytical ability and only thinks one-sidedly. All the Sharingans in the whole village are in the 7th class. I think so. Nine Tails also stood up and seriously communicated with Naruto and analyzed. The above meaning of Konoha Village is to let Kakashi cultivate Sasuke. 2 people can make learning progress on the problem of using Sharingan. The purpose is naturally to prevent you, or to control you when necessary. Naruto waved his hand, planning to talk about Nine Tails. After pondering for a few seconds, he asked, I remember you said that the Sharingan can evolve, and can the three Goyu control the tail beast? Combined with the bomb that Nine Tails dropped today, and what I said about Sharingan before, Uzumaki Naruto saw through its mind a glance. If he didn't say it at the beginning, it seemed that he had been controlled before, and he couldn't hold back his face. It's a pity that Naruto is so smart. This kind of old injury can't be used as a joke. Senju naturally can't do it, let alone a mere Sasuke. Kakashi, not to mention, was originally not from the Uchiha family, but a one-eyed dragon. Nine Tails flapped her nine tails arrogantly. Thinking about it this way, there seems to be no danger at present. Even a hammer. Uzumaki Naruto gave Nine Tails a blank look. We don't need to worry about this matter now. If I find out that he is really threatening me, I will take action. Don't worry. Uzumaki Naruto smiled suddenly. He seemed to think about Sasuke's Bao Jibo bloodline again. By the way, Big Fox, guess why that Orochimaru is so obsessed with Sasuke? Is it for the other party's Sharingan? The only thing I don't understand now is if Orochimaru did it for Sharingan, why didn't he just snap Sasuke's eyes in the Death Forest? If it's because of the bloodline problem, then he can't have the bloodline of the Uchiha family or chakra, unless he has the ability to make himself own all of these. Facing Uzumaki Naruto's doubts, Nine Tails was dumbfounded. Things you can't even think about. You let me think for you? Understood. It looks like Orochimaru wants to lure Sasuke to Inin Village, and let him help Inin Village breed Uchiha. Thinking about it this way, Joie is really pitiful. However, I looked at Uzumaki Naruto with a look of regret. Nine Tails suddenly asked, Naruto, are you against Sharingan? But Uzumaki Naruto squinted and smiled. Of course, if I can. Why don't I? Since I can become powerful, I have no reason to refuse. At this moment, everyone understood what Uzumaki Naruto was thinking. As for the Sharingan of the Uchiha family, it's not that he doesn't want it, but because of blood problems, he can't play the Sharingan's true ability and burden on himself. This makes Uzumaki Naruto not consider Sasuke's Sharingan for now. Jiraiya, this feeling, why do I feel that Naruto over there has the same thoughts as Orochimaru? Orochimaru, no. Naruto-kun is farther ahead than I thought. In fact, I now understand that even if I occupy Sasuke's body, I can't get the corresponding emotional stimulation, and I can't evolve the power of Sharingan. Tsunade. So, you mean Uzumaki Naruto waited for Sasuke to evolve the Sharingan before he did it? Uchiha Fugako. Fourth Hokage. The world over there. Your son has gone completely astray. Namake's Minato. Fugaku. I'm sorry I can't do anything. Orochimaru. But Naruto-kun said something wrong. I do have the ability to solve the blood problem. Uzumaki Kushina. Living corpse reincarnation. I never imagined that the Lord embraced you to be so depraved. Come to the commercial street. Uzumaki Naruto didn't think about whether Sasuke would control Nine Tails through Sharingan. At least the current Sasuke can't do it. Hatake Kakashi is a member of the Uchiha foreign race, so it must be impossible to do it. There is absolutely no need to worry about this kind of thing. Boss, do you have any test strips here that could detect chakra attributes? Uzumaki Naruto, who used the transformation technique, was not driven by others. He quickly got what he wanted. Hey, have you heard? That kid killed the ninja in Inin Village with one punch during the Chūnin exam. I heard that, and it was because he wanted a duel with the other party's opponent. If he refused, he beat him to death directly. It's scary. That guy made a wrong decision to become a ninja. I really don't know what the third generation project is thinking, just in case. Don't mention violence. The whispers in the ninja shop did not escape Naruto's ears. He walked straight out of the ninja shop without saying a word, didn't argue with anyone, and didn't seek any information. Because he is very clear that the so-called, that person they're talking about is himself. Cut. These guys really haven't changed at all. Naruto, don't talk to them. Nine Tails was angry, but still chose to comfort the silent Uzumaki Naruto. Unfortunately, when I lower my head, Nine Tails saw that Uzumaki Naruto was studying the chakra test strip in his hand. The moment chakra emerged, the test paper was sliced in half as if by a blade. This is wind chakra. Naruto, I think your chakra attribute is wind. Ninetales hurriedly explained with a smile and wanted to divert the topic just now. Naruto has no emotional fluctuations at all. He smiled. We will start to study chakra nature transformation later and apply this change to ninjutsu. Besides, Uzumaki Naruto looked up and looked around for a week the scene of Industry Street. They're right. Third Hokage, making me a ninja, doesn't seem like a good thing for them. At least, our current plan is a disaster for them. But Uzumaki Naruto's tone became quite firm, and his eyes also showed no confusion. If you want to completely change some ideas, you have to pay a certain price. Do you know why I chose Gaara? Ninetales felt strange upon hearing this. Isn't Gaara chosen because the tail beast in his body can bring more destructiveness? Big Fox. Gaara is Jinchūriki. When the people of Konoha Village see the Jinchūriki from other villages doing damage here, how will they feel? I'm more afraid of Jinchūriki. Ninetales replied in a timely manner. Of course, people are not afraid of you, and they won't take you seriously. But fear is not enough. You must let them know that they have to rely on you. Gaara, as a Jinchūriki, wreaks havoc in Konoha Village, which is tantamount to war. Other people's villages use Jinchūriki to reach their doorsteps, and they know how important Jinchūriki is to opening a village. This group of pedantic guys really need to change their own concepts. Of course, I will also cause some trouble for the reinforcements of Konoha Village at that time, and I must ensure that Gaara leaves Konoha Village alive. These streets can just be used as experimental places to try the big spiral wheel. Nanny, is this something a 12 or 13-year-old child should think about? The audience turned pale with surprise at Uzumaki Naruto's plan. Not only Konoha Village, but even the whole ninja world trembled with fear from what Naruto was thinking. Threat of force. As a senior executive of Ninja Village, I know exactly what Uzumaki Naruto is talking about. In particular, it was necessary to ensure that Gaara escaped from Konoha Village alive. This sentence typically wants to tell the ninjas in Konoha Village that the Jinchūriki from other people's homes are still alive, and they may call again someday. As long as you are not stupid, worship and bless your own Jinchūriki every day to be able to perfectly control your own power zone as soon as possible. Also, Jinchūriki's emotional stability must be guaranteed. If it is like now, it can be said that it will be beaten if it is backward. Senju Tobarama. Do you think 2.6 will use other people's Jinchūriki to tell the villagers the importance of Jinchūriki in the war? Senju Hashirama. I don't know what to say about Uzumaki Naruto, whether he's taking revenge or helping the village. Uchiha Madara. Didn't you listen to his previous thoughts? People don't have empathy. Only when they're severely beaten will they understand the truth. Luo Sha. He is taking revenge to vent his inner dissatisfaction, and then laying the groundwork for controlling Konoha in the future. Terumi Mei. The younger generation doesn't understand very well. With the strength of Konoha Village, it shouldn't be a problem to deal with Shizuru, so, fourth Raikage. So Uzumaki Naruto is going to cause trouble for Konoha Village's reinforcements, so they can't deal with Shikaku in the first place. Onoki, it's a very vicious plan, relying on the old monkey alone. I'm afraid it will be difficult. And this seems to be just the first warning, even if it doesn't work for Uzumaki Naruto. If so, you can still continue to try in the future. Orochimaru. Is this the so-called wisdom of the people of Konoha Village? Thanks to him, he thought of it, but he thought too much, and he will not be the only one who will involve the support of Konoha Village Army. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Orochimaru. Jiraiya. Hey. Naruto in the world over there. I really don't know how to evaluate it. I just hope that he will stop playing big and take over the village. Orochimaru. Do you know? I'm looking forward to him. As I said before, taking advantage of the chaos to search for some esoteric materials, etc. If he finds out, my wood-style experiment will be successful. Case, do you think he will come to me and ask me to help him research Sharingan? Shimura Dans, Sarutobi Hiruzen, Yudatain Koharu, shut your stinky mouth, Yinshawan. This is all your responsibility. Orochimaru. Kiske. I'm so angry I defected after Naruto-kun was born, but I never bullied Naruto-kun. Chapter 69. Gaara is tricked again. Jiraiya debuts Chūnin examination venue. Uzumaki Naruto rolled his eyes and almost passed out. What is the self on the screen going to do? The content of the discussion group is completely incomprehensible. It seems that what the other party is going to do is more powerful than what he imagined. Just because he doesn't understand doesn't mean other people don't understand. Hatake, Kakashi, Kurenai Yuhi, and even Mike Guy were all silent. Their expressions ranged from shock to seriousness, and finally froze directly. That kid shuffle Konoha Village? From the revenge mentality of crowding out and cursing the villagers at the beginning, I gradually became disappointed with the inaction of the whole Konoha Village. What he did was not only to vent his hatred for the villagers, but also to make the whole—
No more novels? Take part in the voting. The most requested novels and those with the most likes will be chosen for publication on euroaudiobooks.com. There, I can upload as much as I want without the risk of receiving a strike. Our 18 novels and other content that exceed what is morally acceptable are only published on Patreon or the free novels page. Remember, the site is funded by donations on Ko-fi and Patreon memberships.